But I want to address this simping allegation. Do I simp for black women? Yes. I love black women. I don't like y'all niggas. This is an easy decision to make. Sorry.
We are back right where we left off. If you were up late last night, shout out to you guys, everybody who watched the show last night. I had to go into a late night show. I came across some content that I had to get it out right then and there. Had to just let it go, had to let it fly. And please do yourself a favor and go back and check out last night's stream. Why does Tony Gaskins hate Coach Greg Adams? What did Greg Adams ever do to Tony Gaskins? Who knows? But the thing is, After everything that Tony said, all the horrible, egregious crimes he committed on air, he wasn't done. He wasn't done. There's a whole other video. There's a whole other video where he's still attempting to police the manosphere. And I want to really talk about that a little bit before we get into the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Please do all the things for me, all of the things. And we have to talk about this effort to police the manosphere. I don't understand why, of all the parts of the internet that remain wild and free, it's really only the manosphere that gets policed. Nobody really cares about any other part of the internet. And especially like considering the idea that there's allegedly a gender war afoot, and that would mean men and women are both, you know, occupying both sides of the respective genders and then having a war about that. Nobody's policing the female side of the gender war, which is my like biggest pet peeve of it all. You know, it's almost always one-sided pressure. Everybody who has anything to say, they want to police the manosphere. That's how they get into the conversation. And I just think that's a little bit interesting. And not only that, but as we listened to Tony Gaskins last night, he revealed a deep hatred that was inexplicable and unmistakable. The punishments he called for, the aggressive homosexuality he was willing to engage in, it could only come from a place of deep, deep hatred. And it's disappointing, I guess. I don't know. I didn't realize that everybody hated niggas that much. Let me not even say, you know, niggas, but that's, you know, the working colloquialism just for regular people anyway, for black men. But apparently black men and black women hate niggas. And I don't know how you get ahead with that. I don't know where we go from that. So before we get into today's show, I want to start it off with a light musical piece from a random black woman doing her thing on the tickety talks, y'all. I think the name of this one is I Hate Niggas by a fat black girl. Hit that like button, y'all.
But if man had to find out that his God was a woman,
I say the black woman is God, and
Black woman is God.
I say the black woman is God.
The black woman is God because, you know, she was the first organism on this planet.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, we doing it right. We kicking the show off with a fat, angry black girl and a kazoo. And she hate niggas. I'm giving you everything you never thought you wanted, all at the same time. Everything all at once right now. Like the goddamn video. You know what's up. We are running this thing into the ground.
All they do is
hate niggas this much. Only two people, her and Tony Gaskins, they're the only people that hate niggas this much.
If only could make you it more. I'll get him to swap out crazy. Running up that road, running up that hill. No problem. Come on. I hate niggas, niggas, niggas. I hate niggas, niggas, niggas. All they do is lie. All they do is waste your fucking time. I hate niggas, 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 niggas. All they do is lie. All they do is waste your fucking time. I hate niggas.
And no, don't even ask. I know what you're thinking. I'm keeping her to myself. She belongs to me now. We're going to find a home for her. We're going to find a place for her over here. She belongs over here now. Niggas have yet to drop a response to this banger. Oh, man. Listen, we got to talk about your boy, Tony. Why is Tony like this, man? I don't know. Something about being dick police. It just like ruins the nigga. Just ruins you totally. Never go full dick police, y'all.
Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now I made it out here to Las Vegas. Y'all got to forgive me. I'm still working, still coaching. Got to do 2 more coaching sessions, then going to the basketball game. But wanted to pop on here because we had us, some punks on the page and really hoping that the punks get their life together. Because I'm going to tell you, one of the things about these free agent lifestyle men and all of that right there.
Shout out to Cellulite. I don't know if you caught this one. You would have liked Tony, man. I think you would have appreciated Tony Gaskins policing the Manosphere. As a fellow cop, I think you would have appreciated Tony's effort to police the Manosphere. What's going on, Cellulite Podcast? Hit that like button, y'all. Tony Gaskins, Manosphere Police, y'all. I'm noticing there's a lot of policing going on lately.
Some of them is trying to compare those of us who were out and about womanizing in our teens to the men who are womanizing in their 40s and 50s. And that is completely, utterly, totally different. Because
you see, look, first crime, womanizing without a permit. You niggas are not allowed to womanize without a permit. You need to get proper authorization from your local authorities before you just get out here womanizing into your 40s and beyond. You niggas do not have permission. You ain't got the right paperwork. You niggas getting pussy without the paperwork.
Because it's one thing to be a teenager and to be young, to be ignorant and to be dumb, than to be a old fool, to be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, still womanizing. But not only, it's not even just the womanizer.
You can't womanize if the woman don't like it, bro. You can't womanize if you ain't in a woman eyes, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. All this one-sided bullshit. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't womanize unless you in a woman eyes, bro. Niggas ain't out here womanizing alone. These women is in it. They respect the game. 50 years old. They understand the reasons.
That's bad. It's the promoting of the womanizing. That's even worse. So if you want to live that type of lifestyle and you want to womanize, okay, go ahead and womanize. But keep that between you and Satan, because nobody else needs to know about it. And the thing what's crazy to me is men coaching men on how to be a degenerate.
Niggas got notes on everything. Why niggas can't talk about it? Why niggas can't talk about things, bro? I don't even know if it's coaching, because there's actual coaching. I mean, nigga, you're a goddamn life coach. The majority of what goes on in the manosphere is not coaching. It's really criticizing. There's not a whole lot of life coaches and game coaches. Honestly, low key, the manosphere has kind of chased away the game bros and the game coaches and all of that. You know, niggas like Lucario. That's a whole other wing of the internet. The niggas that actually talk about how to get the draws, they don't actually really work in the manosphere. They don't even really like the manosphere for the most part, because technically the manosphere is like muddy in the water for what they're trying to do.
So you got this coach out there that these guys, they were putting CGA, and I think that stands for Coach Greg Adams. I didn't even know the man's name. I'm talking about the free agent lifestyle.
Cellulite, what does this mean when you say back to the manosphere I go? Because you know I got a little bit of a standing issue with you, Cellulite. You know, respectfully, this is all business like and professional, but I notice you say things every now and then. I'd be like, you see, that's that bullshit. Cellulite, when you say back to the manosphere I go, it's niggas like this that make me seem like I'm college educated. Sal, are you choosing a side, my brother? Are you picking a team? Because I distinctly remember you telling me there was a middle ground. You didn't just have to pick a team. I'm telling you, ain't nothing like reality to force the nigga hand, bro. All men must choose.
I ain't even know the man's name or, you know, who, if he the one who started it or whatever. Of course, he didn't start it, but to brand it means that you're a down low brother, most likely. Because real men don't kiss and tell.
See, here we go again. The nigga not even 4 minutes. How long is this? He is not even 2.5 minutes into his video, and he back on that shit. I don't know what is wrong with this nigga. This nigga just can't stop being gay in church, bro.
Get what they coming to church doing? Being gay!
Men who really about that lifestyle, men who really about that womanizing, about that sleeping around, about that tricking off, you don't turn that into a business. And so think about this. You got these situations where you have these men who are coaching other men and telling them, don't get married, remain single, sleep around. What sense does that make? Because if you get into a marriage, I just celebrated 19 years of marriage. I am a millionaire. I have countless businesses. I have millions of followers online.
This is all like alpha signaling. You know, I'm him. All you got to do is be a millionaire like me, and life will just be easy. I don't have these problems because I'm a millionaire and I did it all right.
And I'm not losing anything in a divorce court.
Peacocking, yeah. It's a great
you know
word
why?
for it.
Because I'm a man and because I'm doing my part. A woman doesn't just leave you to leave you. She don't leave you because she got bored. And that's the narrative that they pushing. They're pushing that a woman left them because they bored. If you, Greg Adams' ex-wife, and you watch this video, reach out to me so we could do an interview. So
what kind of hating ass nigga is this, show? Now you trying to reach out to the nigga ex-wife from like how many years ago? I don't even know how long it's been because I don't be meat watching niggas, but how long has it been since Greg Adams divorced his ex-wife and he want to go back in time, track her down, drag skeletons out the closet, bro. I'm telling you, this nigga done tapped into the hate verse, bro. This guy, he got that pure, clean, uncut hate.
Oh man, hate.
Never seen a hate like this in my life.
So you could tell your side of the story of why you left Greg. And I guarantee you it's not because she just got bored. And if a woman just get bored, that mean a man ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing.
You know something? While he was talking about, you know, being a millionaire and all these things, I just went over and did a quick Google query. As of right now, March 2026, the average annual pay for a male in the United States is $37,300. Let's just round it to an even 37. That's the average income for a male in the United States of America. 37. I thought it was higher. Damn. Now I'm suddenly I don't feel as poor as I thought I was. God damn, the average income is 37,000, and he's talking about I'm a millionaire.
Point blank, period. And these men so afraid about what they're gonna lose in divorce. It's like, if you're a man, everything you lose in divorce, you can make it back.
It's like, if you're a man, any arm that you lose in battle, you could just grow it back.
In the next 12 to 60 months, I'm gonna give you 60 months. It's like, when I was 31 years old, I'm 42 years old, I spent $1 million in a month. At 31, I spent $1 million in a month. My family, every month, I spend anywhere from $50,000 to $200,000 a month.
More money, more problems, nigga. Are you complaining or bragging? Like, which way you going with this one?
Taking care of my family, living my life at the highest level, taking care of my mom, taking care of my mother-in-law, blessing my dad, blessing the boys program, which the link is in the description. Y'all bless them too. I just donated $5,000 over there. About to donate.
Yeah, and shout out to my chat. I can't remember exactly. I would have to go back and look it up because somebody typed this into the comment section of last night's stream. And then I went back and took that idea and made an image out of it. And then I reposted that image to I reposted that image on my other channel, actually, on the main channel. But somebody called him Lord Commander of the Meats Watch. And I've been dying about that all morning. Like, really? Lord Commander of the Meats Watch is crazy. I would have never came up with that all on my own. This is why I got to give my gang credit. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the audience over here. Y'all really be coming up with stuff, man. Sometimes I just need that extra push, that extra little alley-oop. And somebody in the chat called him Lord Commander of the Meats Watch. And I kind of I like that for him. I need that to stick for him, because I think that's an appropriate title for him. He is the shield that cock blocks the realms of men. And now his watch begins. And he'll be watching your meat for 1,000 years. The nigga is the Lord Commander of the Meats Watch, y'all. Shout out to Tony Gaskins. Nigga doing incredible things on the Meats Watch.
Donate another $10,000 to the boys summer program. And that's with no college degree.
Shout out to Jerry. That was you in the chat.
So I don't understand men crying and complaining about what they lose in a divorce. For one,
hold on. Say he carries a Valyrian steel sword named Dick Eater. You got to name your sword, though. Those are the rules. Those are the rules of his universe. He has a Valyrian steel blade called Dick Eater. Nigga Tony Gaskins out here giving circumcisions and shit.
You're half of the marriage. So if you were dumb enough and ignorant enough to marry a low character woman, you deserve to lose half, because that's you getting bent over the knee of life and getting spanked. You need that whooping because you need the lesson to teach you as a grown man.
I don't know what it is. Is it just me? Because, like, you know, I could be tripping, but does everything this nigga, everything he says comes off as like a homoerotic threat. It's like you getting bullied by a violent homosexual. This is the shit that the nigga was doing for like how long was that video last night? It's like 55 minutes of aggressive homosexual threatening. And I'm like, do you even mean to come off like this, or you just can't help it? Like, why is this nigga like that, y'all? I've been asking that question for 12 hours now. Why is Tony Gaskins like this, y'all? Something is deeply wrong with niggas like this, bro.
How to pick better women. You deserve that. Like, if I go through a divorce, I want to lose half. I'm going to be honest with you.
Nigga, what? Hold up, man. Nigga said, I want to lose half.
Better women. You deserve that. Like, if I go through a divorce, I want to lose half. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm the type of man that I like accountability. I like responsibility. I want to lose all of it because
this nigga want it all. He want to lose it all. You can take his money, take his house, his cars, give her the booty hole. You can give her everything. He'll give her everything in the divorce. You know, he don't care. He'll grow another one. He don't care.
Because I despise failure. So if I fail, I want every single lesson that failure could teach me. If I fail at marriage, I want every lesson. It's money. Like, I could wake up tomorrow and make $1 million. It's money. Learn how to make money and you won't be so scared about losing money.
Yeah, you know, it's an interesting point. Anthony Southeast says, this nigga on that PCP. Bro, I don't know. I think simping is kind of like PCP in a way. Like, niggas that like really be going hard body simping, they feel no pain and they know no shame, bro. This shit really is like angel dust, bro. This is that Love Boat. Niggas be on that sherm, bro. Niggas be shermed out.
It ain't like you losing your scrotum. It ain't like you losing
whoa. Why every time you unpause on one of this nigga video, you could just skip to any random point in this nigga video and it's like a weird gay jab or a homoerotic threat? This nigga was like this the whole time. I was reviewing that video last night for like 2.5 hours and I kept having to stop because like every time, every other line, every other idea the nigga expressed was like some type of homoerotica. And it was like violent and aggressive though.
Responsibility. I want to lose all of it because I despise failure. So if I fail, I want every single lesson that failure could teach me. If I fail at marriage, I want every lesson. It's money. Like, I could wake up tomorrow and make $1 million. It's money.
Yeah, it's money. It's money. Shout out to my man, the Toxic King with the 50 ball. He talking big money. I got you, bro. Because it costs a lot of money to lose your divorce, to lose your family, to lose your children, to lose your dreams, to lose your happiness to a woman who says she used to love you. It costs a lot of damn money. Niggas know. Niggas know, bro.
It costs a lot of money to bring the real. And yeah, we don't care. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like jet flying, son of a gun, the biggest star of them all. It costs a lot of money to bring the real world champion on location. Only an Arnie and Ricky. We do it better than everybody else. Don't wrap me up. No.
We do it better than everybody else, y'all. Shout out to my man, the Toxic King. Smash that super chat button for me. Appreciate y'all coming out. Hit that like button, like, share, and subscribe. Do all the things, y'all.
Give me the money. Give me the money for all that I would do. Give me the money.
Learn how to make money and you won't be so scared about losing money. It ain't like you losing your scrotum. It ain't like you losing your kidney, your heart, your piece of your brain. You losing money. And you're losing money because you're a liar, you're an abuser, you're a cheater, you're a manipulator.
Notice how they just go on the attack. And it's not even just like Tony Gaskins either. Like, I hear this from the majority of people who have like a bone to pick, an axe to grind with the Manosphere. They just have a gripe they want to get off their chest, where it's one thing when you have a particular target who said a particular thing and you want to, quote, hold him accountable for the words that he said. And that's different, right? You know, you attack your target. I will name the devil whenever I get around to talking my shit. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be vague and make blanket statements that I need not make. I want to actually be very succinct and descriptive at the same time about what the problem is, right? So I'm going to talk directly to and what I really take issue with. Now, what this guy's doing is just throwing broad indictments at an entire group of men. Just, yeah, you're all abusive, you're all violent, all y'all breath stink. Ain't none of you niggas got no money. All y'all be body slamming fat chicks. Like, he's just giving niggas all these charges for no good reason because you hate the Manosphere. And it's like, I think you just kind of hate like the idea of men as a thing. Just in general, you hate the idea of men, especially men who are not you. Because you're perfect, you're great, you're a millionaire. But all these other niggas are not you.
And I think this has a lot to do with these guys being their mother's son. If I could just sum it up. When you're raised by your mom, you're a different man.
You know what? I might have to pull that Mace clip up because I've been meaning to talk about that a little bit longer. Because that was from Mason Cameron's podcast the other day. And he was speaking about athletes right now, modern athletes being kind of like soft and prima donnas, but it's a broader criticism of just, you know, men today, black men, whatever. A lot of these dudes, I mean, like, bitch made is a colloquialism, it's a common term, but you know, a lot of these dudes got way too much of their mama in their mind. They don't have men in like their man's mind. They don't have their dad's mind, you know. Like as a kid, I remember like growing up, I knew there were things that like my father would or would not like, right? Because I knew my dad. I had a male imprint of like, nah, this is not, you know, this nigga's gonna be tripping if I do this. Like I had an understanding, and that gave me kind of like an identity, right? It's deep, but it gives you identity. It gives you a sense of like reality or whatever. And I think with a lot of these men, their reality becomes like female centered, which would be fine if you had a female body, but you're a man in a man's body in a man's world, and you have a woman's mind, and this is going to put you forever at odds with, you know, men, with men who you would otherwise call your brothers, right? Because you know you one of these biblical niggas and shit. You believe in the brotherhood and all of that.
You're a deceiver. So money is the least that you can lose. That's the least you ought to lose, because you could lose your life. And they talking about, oh, you know, you wishing death on a man and all of that right there. That's not my wish. My wish.
Not only did he wish death on a man, it was death by bunga bunga. The nigga was wishing homoerotic fatalities on Coach Greg Adams. He was wishing Coach Greg Adams death by bunga bunga, bro. And I'm like, nah, see, ain't no way a straight biblical nigga, a God-fearing man, gonna wish gay death on a nigga. How you sentence a nigga to a homosexual execution? and you a church nigga. You a biblical God-fearing nigga. What kind of God do you fear? Like, nah, bro, how you out here doing that? And somehow the manosphere is the problem, and you a bunga nigga.
This is that if you don't want to be a man, that you go somewhere else and you live on you an island and you go do what you want to do with your life and you stop.
Yeah, yes, bunga is literally the opposite of snoo. Everybody is familiar with snoo. Most likely, you all have watched what was that movie with Fry and those weird looking alien Simpson cartoon people? But yeah, it's not snoo. All right, snoo is a whole other thing. Yeah, this is the opposite of Futurama, bro. Bunga, and honestly, you wouldn't know this. This is literally like a joke I remember from a kid. Somebody told me this joke. I don't even know if I could tell it to you to get it right. But basically, the punchline was death by bunga. And and it's the opposite of snoo. Yeah, there's savages in the jungle.
Influencing society against the will and the way of God. These men are trauma-ridden men. A lot of these men have been sexually assaulted as a child, sexually abused. A lot of these men have been violated. They've been abandoned. They've been abused, mistreated, manipulated, deceived. And a lot of these men, that has happened to them at the hands of a woman. And they butt hurt. They are butt hurt. And so here you have.
I mean, unless you've been like married to your unless you married the person that you lost your virginity to, everybody at this point in your 30s and beyond has been through something. Everybody has been through a problem, a heartache, a disappointment. You got cheated on, got lied to. That nigga stole your Altima and was driving other girls around in it. Something doesn't happen to everybody at this point in life. That's how life works, man. Life be lifing on everybody. But only men are butthurt. Only men have issues. Only men are worried about things.
The man, Coach Greg Adams, sent his minions over to my page to comment. And guess what? It was some of them comments. I don't know how many likes that they had, but it was some of them comments that had a bunch of likes. So that let me know there's a lot of down low men that's out here. And that's sad for the state of women. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, as a man, I'm not finna look up to a man who ain't even man enough to make a marriage work. I can't admire a man who can't get married and be a representation for his daughter. What I want y'all men to do is explain the free agent lifestyle to your daughter. That's the end of the argument right there. That's the end of the argument. Explain to your daughter that you want her to sleep with multiple men and never get married. You want her to take dang-a-lang after dang-a-lang after dang-a-lang of free agent men. And I'm gonna tell you something. It was one of the cucumber boys.
You notice how they always come up with like the gayest nicknames, you know? First it was what was his name over there? Sharon, calling everybody the Rim Bros. Which, you know, rimming is like some weird gay practice or whatever. And then now you got him over here calling niggas like the cucumbers or whatever this is. Like, they are obsessed with gay imagery. I don't know why it is that they cannot think of any type of like criticism of grown men without it being like a homoerotic expression. Why are they like this?
Who said Tony must have seen his daughter in one of the free agent lifestyle videos. That right there is proof that the lifestyle is not good. Because if it's nothing wrong with the lifestyle, then why would I care if my daughter is in one of the videos? That's proof right there, dummy, that the lifestyle is debaucherous. If you assume that a man would not want his daughter to be a part of that free agent lifestyle, a victim of that free agent lifestyle, so you're okay with somebody else. For one, I don't have a...
Women are free agents already, though. And this is what really kills me. And shout out to my man Philip in the chat. That's a great point. Women are proudly practicing this lifestyle right now. Women are proudly practicing this lifestyle right now. Women are free agents, happily and proudly. There's nobody hating on the union of free agent women out there. There's nobody hating on women in their 40s and 50s who just want to hang out. They just want to crack a bottle of wine and get cracked, and then that be that. Nobody's hating on them. Nobody hates on aunties. You notice it's only unks that get hate. Aunties are pure. Aunties are innocent. Aunties can do no wrong. It's only the unks that get hated on. Unk supremacy, y'all. 50-year-old niggas can get boxed too, goddammit. And Sharon Bracy up here spying from the chat talking about what I do. You create homoerotic imagery as an attack against the manosphere. And I'm noticing a theme with these manosphere dick police niggas. And Sharon is another one of the meat watchers on the wall, basically. Sharon is like an OG member of the Meats Watch. Everybody shout out Sharon in the chat. The nigga's an OG Meats Watch from the Meats. What would he call it? The Meats Watch. Yeah, he's watching the meat on the wall for 1,000 years. And he makes up phrases like Rimbros and whatnot. All this homoerotic imagery to attack the men that he's meat watching from the wall. That's what you do, Sharon. You're a meat watcher on the wall, and you come up with homoerotic imagery to attack the men that you meat watch.
Daughter, I have 2 sons, dummy. Don't get slapped in your mouth. So here's the thing. If you're okay with other men's daughter being in your free agent lifestyle, but not your daughter, that lets you know that it's a backwards and twisted and sadistic lifestyle, and that you're not living the way you're supposed to live. And I thank y'all. I thank y'all for coming over here and for commenting on my page, because you done woke up a sleeping giant. And I guarantee you, by the time I'm done with you, y'all finna lose hundreds of thousands of men from that stupid lifestyle, because it is weak, it is sadistic, it is manipulative, it is deceptive, it is immature, it is homosexual, it is ignorant.
And again, they have more respect for men who sleep with men than they do men who sleep with women. Because you're sleeping with too many women. That's like, think about it. Think about how the math works in this nigga's mind, right? If you have sex with a man, then that's fine, right? But if you have sex with too many women, you're just as gay as the man who has sex with a man. I don't make the rules. I'm trying to understand.
It is the scum of the earth. If you are a free agent lifestyle man, you are the scum of the earth, and you are going to bust hell wide open. And they try to say, oh, Tony.
He locked his comment section. I didn't even know that. I didn't even look. I didn't even care about his comment section. That's crazy. I didn't even notice. He was probably getting a lot of smoke. Because, bro, I have never heard that much aggressive homoerotica consistently. Like every other line. It was like every other bar. It was just like dum to the dum to the gay shit, dum to the dum to the dum to the gay shit, dum to the dum to the dum to the gay shit. Like every other bar was just some gay shit. And I'm like, bro, why are you like this, my nigga? What did Coach Greg Adams do to you to make you this gay?
Gaskins cursing another man, so that means he gonna bust hell wide open. And one of the clowns tried to use James 3. Have you read Jesus and what he told to the sinners? What he said about the Pharisees? Dummy. Shut up. Do you think God finna punish me for holding y'all fornicators and idolaters and closeted gay men accountable? You think God is mad at me, or he more mad at you sleeping around with his daughter at an age of understanding? See, the Bible tells us that before you know better, then you receive grace.
Now you want to hide behind the Bible and clean up all that recklessness you was talking last night. That nigga must have been going off the Henny, bro. I don't know what it was. That nigga had way too many drinks. Nigga got up in the morning. You started talking a little bit softer now, trying to clean it up. Like, you was going extra overboard, bro. Come on.
Forgiven, you didn't know no better. When you come into the knowledge of the truth and you choose to continue to live a debaucherous, sadistic lifestyle, now you about to pay a price. And I'm telling y'all, and this is the thing, y'all gonna come back. Y'all do this all the time. I tell y'all something.
Nigga popped a Vic Tarvey, took a glass of wine and just turned on the camera. I'm telling you, that nigga was on it, man. He was on one. Nigga took his HIV prep and he just went ham on the mic.
And you don't want to believe me, and then it come back, Tony Gaskins was right. Watch the way that what they call coach. How are you a coach coaching men on not marrying and living in fornication? What kind of coach is that? You're a cult leader. That's not a coach. A coach makes somebody's life better, dummy. A coach does not lead somebody into a life of weakness and degeneracy.
Now, here's the thing, right? Because he's a coach too, ain't he? He a life coach, right? I think if you look Tony Gaskins up, you would find titles, if not directly stating something, at least approximating a life coach, right? Tony is a life coach. He be getting bitches together. All the fat girls who got body slammed by their boyfriend, Tony Gaskins is here for you. You know what I mean? And as a life coach, and especially because he coaches women in particular, he has to keep them hopeful, right? He has to sell them a dream. He needs them to know, rather, that there is a man waiting for them on the other side of their bitterness, right? And so as Tony coaches these angry women through their bitterness, he has to, on the other hand, create a soft landing for the women that he wants to life coach, right? And so if he creates a soft landing for these women, which is one of you stupid niggas, if one of you niggas turn in your free agent lifestyle and you wife up one of his life coach clients, then the Gaskins circle will be perfect at that point, right? He wants you niggas to close the Gaskins circle. He got big back black women who've been body slammed by their ex-boyfriends, and they just need a nigga to love them and give them a shot. And that's where you come along. You over there in your free agent lifestyle, having fun, eating dinner at nice places, buying drinks for attractive women, having conversation with interesting people. You got to give all that up to go over there and complete the Gaskin circle. That is really what he wants from you. Close the Gaskin loop.
That's not a coach. A coach uplifts and inspires and encourages. That's what a coach does. A coach does not lead somebody into a life of all kind of risk. Because one of these days, y'all boys gonna get your throat slit because you're gonna sleep with Jezebel and you're gonna wake up dead.
just keep wishing death on niggas. I'm telling you, bro. This is the hatred you ain't never gonna see the likes of ever again, man. This is real clean hatred, y'all.
Oh man, hate.
Shout out to American Man with the $20 on Venmo. I got you. One second, bro.
I hate niggas. All they do is lie. All they do is waste your time. I hate niggas. I hate niggas. All they do is lie. All they do is waste your time.
Shout out to American Man with the $20 Venmo donation. He says, between you and CT, I understand why my hate for blacks is righteous.
I hate niggas. I hate niggas. All they do is lie. All they do is waste your time. I hate niggas. I hate niggas. All they do is lie. All they do is waste your time.
Smash that super chat button for me. Shout out to American Man with the 20 ball.
It costs a lot of money to bring the real. And yeah, we don't care.
And yes, I know you can't wake up dead, dummy. You're gonna wake up dead because you finna sleep with the wrong woman. And I have warned you that you're gonna sleep with the wrong woman. And I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. The wrong woman, she watching this video. She hearing the prophecy that I'm giving. And she knows she gonna be the one to slit your throat. She knows.
Didn't I tell you he was out here putting curses on niggas last night? This nigga trying to put a hex on everybody in the Manosphere. Like one day, a stripper from Louisiana gonna crawl out of the bayou and she gonna curse you to death. I'm telling you, this nigga is trying to put a hex on all of you niggas, bro. This is amazing work. Why? What did niggas ever do to you, Tony? What did the Manosphere ever do to Tony?
She gonna be the one to end it all for you. And I'm gonna tell you what's happened. She not sent by God. She actually sent by Satan, but she gonna think she's sent by God to right the wrongs of men. This is what y'all don't understand because you're
You sound like you're talking about yourself, though.
you. And I'm gonna tell you what's happened. She not sent by God. She actually sent by Satan, but she gonna think she's sent by God to right the wrongs of men.
Ain't that you right now in this moment? Don't you think you sound like you're on a mission from God to right the wrongs of men? Am I tripping? Is that not what the nigga's up here doing? The nigga is on a holy crusade. The nigga is on a Manosphere jihad. He is going on a jihad against the Manosphere. And he doesn't see how he's maybe the problem here. He can't understand that maybe, just maybe, it's you, my nigga. The call is coming from inside the house. The call is coming from inside the church, bro. I think it's you. Shout out to my man, Sour Airhead with the 5-ball. Appreciate y'all guys supporting the show. Hit that super chat button. We are not done yet. We're like halfway through this clip. And then we're going to open up the floor after that. because I know I quit early. It was late. I wasn't gonna stay up all night with you niggas, but we're back at it. This is basically a part 2. We're gonna open up the floor later, y'all.
I need that money.
Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Do all the things. Do all of the things.
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Yeah.
This is what y'all don't understand because you're stupid and because you've never sat and listened to a woman and talked to a woman. I wrote a book for a woman who was molested by her bishop. And when I say molested, I mean she was penetrated at the age of 8 years old by her 55-year-old bishop.
Bro, that's terrible. Why are you putting that body on me, though? Like, that is terrible. Why are you putting that body on me, though, bro? I did not catch that body. Do not do that. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Whatever you do not put that evil on me. I was not there, had nothing to do with it. These niggas just be trying to put shit on you that you ain't got nothing to do with, and then be like, ooh, look at these niggas. Look at these. No, bro, don't look at nobody. Don't look at nobody. Beef and Brock, was that you with the 40 ball? I'm pretty sure the timing is too coincidental. I'm gonna just on the suspicions that was you. Shout out to my man Beef and Brock with the 40 ball Venmo donation. Appreciate y'all coming through. This is getting crazy in here. The nigga just can't stop though. The nigga just can't stop, but we can't stop either, y'all.
It costs a lot of money to bring the real. And when we don't care. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, gift stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine like jet flying, son of a gun, the biggest star of them all. It costs a lot of money to bring the real world champion on location. Only an Arnie and Ricky. We do it better than everybody else. Don't wrap me up. No.
She told her mom, and her mom didn't believe her. She then was penetrated by her mom's husband, who was in his 50s. And he penetrated her because he saw her mom didn't believe her when she told her mom that her aunt's husband, who was the bishop, her mom's sister husband, penetrated her. So then after the bishop penetrated her and the assistant pastor, who was her stepdad, penetrated her, she then was penetrated by the deacon, who was 19 years old, who used to clean the church.
Notice you trying to give us all this guilt by association, bro. Like, are we supposed to all bear the shame for these things? Like, really? Should we all bear the shame? Like, every time a nickel bag is sold in the park, should I feel guilty about it?
And then come into the parsonage where she lived, and he penetrated her and he impregnated her. And then the bishop who used to penetrate her got with her mom, and the bishop and her mom made her and the deacon get married. She was 11 years old when she was married off to the deacon, who was 19.
Yeah, and through all of that, the common denominator in all of that is her mama. Because I know she ain't got no daddy with all these men hovering around her life. There's a lot of jaws that didn't get broken. I know she ain't got no daddy, so her mama is the common denominator here, but we ain't gonna talk about her mama marrying her off to her abuser. No.
If you weren't so stupid, and if you weren't so self-centered, you would sit down and you would listen to the stories of women, and you would listen to the pain of women, and you will understand that free agent lifestyle is going to get your throat slit, because you're going to meet a woman.
Truth only said, I ain't no deacon, nigga. I'm Crenshaw Mafia. We don't do that type of stuff. Stop putting these bodies on me. We don't bang like that over here, bro.
Like the woman that I just told you about, that I wrote a book for, but she hasn't healed. She never met Tony Gaskins. She never met God. Is she
Whoa.
gonna meet you, a man?
Notice how he just put himself really close to God in that image, right? She never met Tony Gaskins, and she never met God. Niggas be having delusions of grandeur, bro.
Get it again. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I come in the name of Jesus. Repeat it after me, bitch. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit.
Man who is arrogant, who is pompous, who is ignorant, who is selfish, and who thinks he knows it all. Is she gonna slit your throat? Or she gonna put a bullet in your head because she has been raped and pillaged and molested by men after men after men after men, and she despises men like you.
Bro, you just told that exact same story and the girl got married. I hate to be an asshole, but like, my nigga, you literally just told that exact story, and how'd that story end? Her mom made her marry the nigga. I mean, I'm not saying, like, come on, bro. What? Like, what are we doing? This nigga can't keep his own fairy tale straight. That was literally the story of the little girl you was just talking about, man after man after man. How'd that story end? Did she go homicidal? No, she wound up married. It's crazy work, but I'm just saying, the nigga full of shit.
Is she gonna slit your throat? Or she gonna put a bullet in your head? Because she has been raped and pillaged and molested by men after men after men after men. And she despises men like you, men who think her body is your playground, men like you who think her body is for your usage because you're hurt, because you got hurt by a marriage. Because
now notice now he's calling you some type of perpetrator. Like, you just be out here stealing cookies. Like, you a cookie monster. How did niggas become cookie monsters, bro?
Because your marriage failed, now you have tucked your ding-a-ling in your butt and you walking around pouting, calling yourself a coach, talking to these grown, ignorant, butt-hurt gay men who are closeted gays who actually want to open you up and rip the lining out of you.
Here we go again. Why? I'm telling you, the nigga just can't help himself, bro.
Get what they come to church doing? Being gay!
These men do not have fathers, and you are the leader of men with no fathers. These men, fathers abused them. Their fathers abandoned them. Their uncles and their male cousins molested them. Their female cousins molested them.
That's all he can think about is niggas and boys being abused. Like, that's like the only bad thing that ever happens in his mind is men and boys being abused.
And I think this has a lot to do with these guys being their mother's son. If I could just sum it up, when you're raised by your mom, you're a different man.
Very different man.
These men are closeted, 50% of them closeted. The rest of them are traumatized and scorned. And that's why they hate women. And that's why they hate marriage. And it is a debauchery to this world. It is a disgrace to this world. And I tell you like this right here. Yes, I'm cursing you. And if I fall in James 3, then so be it. I will stand before the Lord and I will tell the Lord, Lord, yes.
So what, if the nigga openly defined the Bible now because he hates you niggas that much? Did he basically say, hey man, if I go against this chapter right here, then oh well, so be it. Like, that's how much he hates you niggas. The nigga willing to be gay and what's the word for it? An apostate. He's a gay apostate at this point. The nigga is gay in rebellion.
And it is a debauchery to this world. It is a disgrace to this world. And I tell you like this right here. Yes, I'm cursing you. And if I fall in James 3, then so be it.
Losing my religion ass nigga. You see this shit? Nigga done lost his religion. Nigga sat up and was like, you know what? Damn this Bible. I got to talk my shit.
I will stand before the Lord and I will tell the Lord, Lord, yes. I called them clowns out and I told them that the life they was living was against your word and it was debaucherous and it was disgusting. And I told them that they'll be better off dead than to be going around having sex.
That's not what you told them, Lord. Tell the Lord the truth. You wanted them to be executed with homosexual torture. Tell them the truth, Lord. You wanted to sin on these men. You wanted to commit great evil on these men.
With your daughters and lying to your daughters and misleading your daughters. So, Lord, if I was wrong in holding them accountable, man to man, I ask for your forgiveness. And if you refuse to forgive me, then I will spend eternity in hell.
That's how much he hates you niggas. He willing to burn just to get his shit off against you niggas. He willing to burn in the lake of fire. In the lake of fire just to get his shit off against you niggas.
Oh man, hate.
He said, Lord, if you don't like how gay I'm being toward these niggas, you can burn me in a pit of fire forever and ever and ever. But God damn it, he just gonna have to be gay on these niggas.
Get what they coming to church doing? Being gay!
Yo, this is the funniest nigga I've found in a long time. I swear to God, this shit is killing me. Shout out to Detroit 313. Tony is triggered by CGA, bro. If CGA is a chill dude, CGA, he don't even mess with black women. I don't even think he really be talking about black women. I don't know, but CGA don't really like, he don't hurt nobody. That nigga just be catching flights and going on dates with foreign chicks, bro. CGA is out here doing no harm to nobody, but this nigga is butthurt, bro. We got to drop a hose mad for Tony Gaskins, bro.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology. Time has expired. My life was threatened. Thank you.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
I stand on what I stand on, punk. And I mean what I said. And I ain't backing down. So until I get tired of talking about y'all free agent lifestyle faggots, y'all out here, these punks that's out here sleeping around with these women talking about you scared to get married because you don't want to lose half of your net worth in divorce when you only make $40,000 a year. Dumb.
Nigga, how you gonna tell a nigga that barely have anything to risk half of it? Let him make that decision on his own. That is a very personal choice a nigga gotta make. I am not about to judge that man. We just looked it up. That's the average income.
Mommy.
And then what makes it worse though is that this is why marriage is a lot more stable in the upper classes, like the upper middle class and beyond. Marriage is way more stable than it is like with the poors and whatnot. And a big reason for that is basically the high buy-in. See, at the lower end of the economic ladder, the average woman and the average man are effectively competitors. They can roughly make a similar amount of money. And at that low end, she can provide a lifestyle for herself that's comparable to what cooperation would get her with a husband in a marriage. Now, if you go up to like, let's say 80, 90K and beyond, the buy-in is way higher. The lifestyle that you can acquire at that level, you might not be able to make up for with welfare and subsidies and your job that you now got to like figure out, because you probably take the kids with you too. Like the buy-in is very much, it's a totally different thing the higher up the ladder you get. So just the economic comforts alone put you in a more stable situation. And then you deal with, you know, personality and fidelity and family, all the other things come into play as well, normal life stuff. But that's one of the main reasons why, like economically, sociologically, like marriage is just a lot stabler. It's a lot more stable the higher up you go in income. And even they have a high divorce rate technically, but still, it's better than the poor's.
You don't even have a net worth. You can't even spell net worth. What are you actually losing? You are an idiot talking about you finna lose half of your money and you don't have any money. You can't even take a woman on a nice steak dinner and you talking about you finna lose it all in marriage. What are you losing? And if you a real go-getter, if you a real hustler, if you a real man, you could lose it all today and get it all back tomorrow. Because if you really know how to get it, it's a blueprint to it. That's why any real millionaire who done went broke done got it all back. So if you lose half of your net worth in marriage and you can't get it back, you ain't deserve to have it in the first place.
Damn, now if you lose your money, you ain't deserve to have it in the first place. You see the deep hatred niggas be having? Why do you hate your brothers this much? What niggas ever do to you? And notice how they'll never apply the losing logic to the other side of the equation when women come out on the bad end of a relationship. He'll never make the argument, yeah, I got black because that was your fault. You bobbed when you should have weaved. You shucked when you should have jived. He'll never make that argument when women get the bad end of the deal in a relationship.
And I'm going to tell you like this right here. I'm tired of y'all punks. And no, you can't comment on my video because you need to sit down and you need to shut up and you need to listen, because that's what you're doing over there, listening to these closeted gay men who calling themselves coaches. And you think just because I'm calling them out that it make me gay. But I slap your head off your shoulders.
Nah, that's not what make you gay, bro. I promise you. They had to be roasting this nigga to death in his chat, boy. The fact that you even went there, oh, they was tearing you up in your own chat. God damn, man. I tell you, I haven't really hit this level yet, but I still have. I haven't been roasted by my own audience yet. I haven't been roasted in my own chat yet. That got to feel a type of way. That got to hit a different type of way, bro. Getting roasted in your own comment section, like, bro, come on. Everybody know you was tripping. Everybody know you was going a little bit too ham. Not one time did you pull it back. Did you be like, nah, I'm tripping. I'm doing too much. You ain't try to lighten it up, try to make it a joke or nothing. You were dead serious about aggressive, violent, homosexual behavior, bro. Dead real.
And well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world.
Wow. So gay. So gay. If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, goddamn I'm not. All right.
Honey, you need to shut up and you need to listen, because that's what you're doing over there, listening to these closeted gay men who calling themselves coaches. And you think just because I'm calling them out that it make me gay. But I slap your head off your shoulders and show you what gay look like. I call a gay man and have him whoop your behind to show you how soft you is. It is nothing masculine and it is nothing manly about men of the age of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Now, notice how he wants to give himself an out, right? Your fornication is forgiven because what? You were 19? You know, there's a bunch of 19-year-olds on death row right now. There's a bunch of 19-year-olds doing life right now. Like, I don't understand how you get to have a time clause. You know, you have a teenage allowance in your rule book or whatever. How come your fornication is forgiven, but they can't be forgiven? Since you're getting all biblical with it.
Running around, gallivanting through this world and sleeping around. Y'all are some punks. And y'all need to all get together and y'all need to go buy y'all an island in Belize and y'all need to do what y'all really want to do with each other because you don't want a woman. And that's what I'm here to tell you. You don't want a woman. You hate women.
He here to convince you that you're gay. This nigga Tony is trying to convince you that you're gay. You sleep with one more woman, he gonna show you how gay you is.
Women, you despise women, and you hate and despise women because you hate yourself. And that's what you need to deal with. You need to become a real man. I got a boy summer program. I'm raising real men. I'm talking to them like real men. I'm helping them understand what it is to be a real man. I guarantee.
You notice something really strange? I understand the purpose of it in like the military or whatever, because you know, your job is to fight and die and kill and all that good stuff. But everybody else just wants to talk to men like they ain't shit. Somehow talking to a man like a real man always comes off as talking to a man like he a little bitch. Why is that? Like, what in your mind means that I'm going to talk to him like a real man, and then you say the most like vile, disrespectful, heartbreaking shit you can imagine because he a real man.
Oh man, hey.
Something about a real man. Show me on the doll where a real man hurts you, Tony.
Guarantee you, every last one of their parents want them to grow up and love a woman, get married to a woman, have children with that woman, and raise their children and be faithful to their wife. I guarantee you, not a parent in this world want their son to grow up and follow degenerate coaches that's teaching them to go around the world fornicating because they didn't get to fornicate in their teens. So now they want to fornicate in their 40s and their 50s when you old enough.
He really just hating on unks with money. That's all this is. You know, I bet you when he was younger, all the unks with money got all the best women he couldn't get until he got older. Now he older and married. He can't do his unks with money phase. He mad. This nigga hating outside the club. Let the unks with money have their day, bro. Unk supremacy, nigga.
And you dumb enough and you stink enough to know better. There is not a parent in this world that want their son to follow a Greg Adams. All of y'all men that's over there sucking that man meat, y'all need to go get y'all a abandoned house and move in together and do what y'all want to do to each other, because I am a man and I have a wife and I've been married 19 years and I got married at 23 years old and I figured out how to make it work.
But you also slept with hundreds of women before you had a wife. How does that make you any better? Did your sins just get washed away by the power of married vagina? How does that really work? In the grand scheme of things, how does that work? You got all your coochie on the front end. They got all their coochie on the back end. How does that really work, though?
And before that, I was an organized pimp and a womanizer. So if I...
a what? A what?
Married at 23 years old, and I figured out how to make it work. And before that, I was an organized pimp and a womanizer.
Oh, I refuse to be judged by a pimp. Nigga occupies like the lowest rung of the criminal world. I refuse to be judged by a pimp. Nobody respects pimps, nigga. Nobody likes a pimp, nigga.
So if I can figure out how to make it work, then any man can figure out how to make it work. Dummy. Y'all keep trying to use the past that I told your lame behind about against me when you don't realize That's actually my testimony and what removes all of your excuses.
Oh my God. Why? You know, the black church is just like a retirement home for ex-hoes and dope boys with a guilty conscience. Can't do black church. If I go to another church, it's going to be like Orthodox Russian or some shit. Have to find a way in there, get comfortable with everybody. I can't church with you niggas no more.
Because if a womanizer who was at the top of the food chain as a college athlete, as a dope boy, as an organized pimp who could have any woman that he wanted, if I can settle down and get it right, why can't you? The man who couldn't sleep with multiple women in one day, the man who didn't have women chasing them and throwing themselves. Why can't you get it right if I can get it right? So what y'all don't even understand is that your argument is futile. And y'all talking about, oh, you sound like a hypocrite.
Why do pimps always, like, why do black pimps transition into pastors so often, bro? Why is the black pimp to pastor pipeline like such a real, consistent, repeatable phenomenon? For years. Hell, even your beloved Malcolm X followed the pimp to pastor pipeline, but he went the Muslim route. There was something in the black community, I don't understand it all, but there is a social mechanism happening in black America that allows for the successful transition from pimping to pastorhood repeatedly from generation to generation. And it's like we don't even notice it. We don't even care. It's almost like black America, we don't even believe in pedigree. We don't believe in resume. We believe that the magic of vagina cleans you of all sins. You know, he's married. He reads the Bible now. He's a better man. No, he's still a pimp. The nigga is still a pimp. Shout out to Andre. He's still pimping now. Dude got like 600K subs and women paying him. He found out how to evolve his pimping. Instead of paying them to have sex, I'm going to pay them to stay single. And then while they're single, I'm going to convince them, this is how you get the money. I'm going to convince them that the reason why they single is because all of these messed up men out here living a free agent lifestyle, they don't want to come over here and love on a good girl. They don't want to come over here and love on a retired baddie. They don't want to come over here and love on an auntie. And then the aunties and the retired baddies, they be hearing him. They be like, you know what? This nigga Tony right. This nigga Tony spitting. This nigga Tony got bars. The nigga is still a pimp. Been pimping since been pimping. And ain't never gonna stop.
Because you did in your teens, from the age of 15 to 21, what this man is doing in his 40s and 50s, it sounds like y'all the same person, y'all doing the same thing. Really? Listen to what you just said. So a 15-year-old and a 20-year-old, 21-year-old is the same as a 40, 45, 50-year-old? Listen to what you just said, dummy. So if you didn't get to sleep around in your teens, that means that when you done lived and got all of the wisdom of life, that you're supposed to go backwards and be dumb and sleep around, which increases your risk of HIV, increases your risk of a crime of passion, of...
You really do want something bad to happen to niggas. That way he could be like, look, I told you. Look at them passport bros. I told you he was going to get backdoored. Look at him. Look at the pass. I tried to tell him.
A sadistic stalker, a fatal attraction, sleeping with another man, woman, all of these risks are increased. So you telling me that it makes sense to you to get to your 30s, your 40s, and your 50s and to go backwards and to live in fornication?
Some dudes just can't be like, you can't explain life to dudes. You just can't. You know, some people, men will forever be the bad guy. You know, it really is like that son husband phenomenon, man. It's crazy, y'all. It really is crazy. Some dudes are like, do you really think that's what's happening for all these men? Because most of these men, they would have rather stayed married if they're divorced at this point. Most guys who are married would have rather stayed married than to have to go through a crazy break your life up type of divorce or whatever. And then there is just a reality of things get a lot more difficult and complicated the older you get. And so you can't fault people for not like risking everything. Like imagine you get divorced and you're like 40 and life is messed up. You got to do some rebuilding. Now you're like 45, 50 maybe, and things are good. You got a nice situation locked in. And now you want to put it all at risk again. After you just spent like 5 or 10 years climbing out the hole just to get even.
Like we was doing in our teens? That makes sense to you? Like that's how dumb y'all are. And that's how dumb y'all sound. Like that makes no sense whatsoever. Like really think about what you saying, dummy.
Jennifer in the chat says, continue to be community D. That's it. That's all. No one is stopping you. For every community D, there's a community V. Multiple. There's actually more community Vs than there are community Ds. That's really what's happening out there. That's why he can be a community D, because there's so much community V to go around. How do you keep women out of the free agent lifestyle? This is what Tony Gaskins can never address. And this is why Tony Gaskins is grifting off of his own female audience, because your audience is full of women living the free agent lifestyle. That's really the truth. Your audience is living the free agent lifestyle, but you can't call your female audience who ain't got no man a bunch of free agents, right? Because if a woman ain't got no man, isn't she out there slinging community V? She's a free agent, right? A woman who ain't got no man is a free agent out here slinging that V in the community.
If you don't have a man, you ain't nothing.
Like, really think about that. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. It's gay men that follow that Coach Greg Adams, and they doing one-on-one in-person sessions. And I'm willing to believe.
You are willing to believe, because you think about these kinds of things all the time. I bet you believe all kinds of gay fantasies, don't you? Like gay Disneyland in your mind.
Like, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. It's gay men that follow that Coach Greg Adams, and they doing one-on-one in-person sessions. And I'm willing to believe that there's some action going down.
Of course you believe that. You think behind every door is a Turkish bath. You just got gay thoughts on your mind. Nigga just be having gay fantasies about everything.
And I think this has a lot to do with these guys being their mother's son. If I could just sum it up. When you're raised by your mom, you're a different man.
That is some shalong sucking going down. And that y'all is a lot of closeted men. And y'all trying to call us who married to a woman and faithful, y'all trying to call us gay.
God, why did he remind me? I gotta find that one clip when a nigga was like, remember the church nigga that was like real gay? And then he was like, I'm not gay anymore. I am delivered. I like women. That's how this nigga Tony Gaskins is coming off right now. Every time he talk about his wife, like, I am married. I like women's. Women. He remind me of that nigga, I swear to God. That nigga Tony is delivered.
Because you projecting, because you hate women and you despise women and you're a lame. And so because you were lame your whole life, because you never led the county in rushing, because you never led the county in scoring, because you didn't go to college on a full athletic scholarship, you feel like you were lame. And now you got to make up for lost time instead of listening to those of us who was him, who was all the way that. And
here we go with this I'm him shit. All you got to do is be him. This nigga remind me of Tony so much, bro. Like, why am I getting vibes from Tony Gaskins right now, bro?
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman.
We telling you it's not what it's cracked up to be. I made it out without catching an STD.
Told you he is delivered now. That nigga is totally delivered now.
Learn from me. Don't go live that life because my grace ain't your grace. Because I did it when I was a teenager, when I was young and dumb. You doing it with all your faculties in place. You doing it with complete wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You gonna pay a price because the price is far greater when you know better. That's common sense. I'm not understanding what's being missed here. Like, this is sad, like, that we got men like y'all who work in our jobs. Like, you this dumb, you this slow, and you work in our jobs.
Notice how the whole thing, when he's not being like straight up homoerotic, he's just talking like a woman, throwing like all kind of weird personal attacks out. You just dumb. Y'all just dumb. How you so dumb? Can't believe it's just dumb. Everything's stupid and dumb.
Like, you got kids? Like, that's why I say you need to go to an island and y'all just need to go all just Jim Jones by y'all self. Like, you raising kids? And this how you believe? Like, you believe it's okay to live in fornication at an age of understanding. Like, you got kids, bro. Like, boy, you got kids, boy. Like, you leading companies, like you an entrepreneur. Like, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all something. That Coach Greg got him finessing y'all. He realized that you is a dang-a-lang and a booty boy. He realized that you was a lame.
Every other line, bro. Like, he just can't stop it. He just can't help himself, bro. He got a fetish or something.
That nigga gay.
He realized that you lost. He realized that you done been molested. He realized that you butthurt. He realized you ain't got no daddy. He realized you done been abandoned, boy. And he taking advantage of you. And he leading you to the slaughter. And you finna wake up with AIDS, boy.
Damn.
You finna wake up.
Damn. The nigga just be putting the worst curses on niggas, bro. Like, what a nigga do to deserve this type of hate?
With your throat leaking. Because you done met a real savage. You done met a woman who done swallowed so many things. She done been done wrong, left and right, up and down, top to bottom, and she through with it. Boy, you the straw that broke the camel back. And when it happened, don't say I ain't warn you. Because your article gonna get sent to me. And I'm gonna help your family pay for your funeral.
Damn.
But I'm gonna talk about it because I told you. Get out that free agent lifestyle and be a real man. Stop being a punk and be a man. Boy, man up.
That was Tony Gaskins, the Manosphere Police. Oh, man. We had to get through that one, y'all. It wasn't as long as his original stream. Somebody in the chat said he did another one and he took it down. I mean, how much did you have to say, man? How many times could you threaten a nigga with gay torture, bro? Like, I thought he said enough the first time, but he had to come back for a second run. So here we are. And now that that's out of the way, how you guys feel about a panel? Are we dropping the link for a panel, y'all? Damn, he dropped another one,
Tony
y'all.
Gaskins here, popping in.
Damn it, he dropped another one.
Vegas, man.
God damn it.
I think I got another hour to my next coaching session. So wanting to pop in.
Giving one-on-one coaching sessions, huh?
And talk to y'all about this right here with these here free agent lifestyle.
Before I even go too far into the next video, I didn't even know he dropped this one. This was not on my itinerary for the day. What's going on, Trey, man? I saw you in the chat last night too. I was talking about this nigga, man. This is a lot, boy. Your boy Tony is a special guy.
Man, I tell you what, man. As soon as I come back to nigga tube for a hot minute, this what happens. But just salute, man. I'm in your neck of the woods. I'm out here in Pennsylvania, up in these hills. I'll just tune in and listen to this one, the latest one with you, and react once you're done.
All right, copy.
Bet.
And the link is in the chat, by the way, in case anybody want to come up, because, you know, I've been up here for about an hour and a half. I don't want to talk myself to death, but I got to review this next one. This nigga been crazy.
Man, because this going to be continuing to pop up, and you're going to see more of these men start trying to, some of them going to future fake because they want to get them a little bit of butt. They want them to, you know, be able to sleep with a woman, finesse you. And so some of them gonna be future faking, and you got to be prepared for that. And one of the things I want you to think about, now before we get too deep in there, California, I'm in San Diego Saturday, so make your way on out. Tickets in the box.
You know, one thing I realized too, it's almost like Coke versus Pepsi, but that's too on the nose because Coke and Pepsi are almost the same product, but it's like cars versus buggies or something. I mean, yeah, cars versus a horse and buggy or something. It's like you can have one or the other, but there's not a lot of room in the world for both. And so Tony Gaskins is kind of like, he's selling a type of product to women, and Coach Greg Adams is selling a type of product to men. But the product that Coach Greg Adams is selling to men is actually bad for what Tony Gaskins is trying to sell to women. And so it's almost like they're competing corporate entities in a weird way.
So grab your ticket. And then Dallas, April 19th, grab your ticket. Dallas is more formal. San Diego, that's more so like, San Diego gonna be more like casual. You know, we just having us a little talk. So it's gonna be a little more casual. State of the Union relationship. We're gonna be talking about these free agent, down low men. We're gonna be talking about.
Notice he's gonna do a whole speech to his women, life coaching and all of that stuff, but he won't address the women. No. And this is always what happens. Every Manosphere cop is like this. No, every time it's the men are bad, these niggas need to get it right. Sister girl, you just got to keep being your perfect self and wait till you get the perfect man.
Just what's it gonna take in 3Bs in this day and age right now. So grab your ticket for San Diego, and then Dallas, April 19th, and we filming. We the room next door to you. So you got to realize about these men that we having to deal with, because you'll notice that these men are very emotional in the sense of they run around online commenting on people's page. And I seen one of my supporters, she was like, I'd never go over to that Coach Greg Adams page to leave a comment. That's a waste of my time. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, with one of my clients sent me a video of a guy talking about me. It wasn't the Coach Greg Adams, it was one of his minions. And when I see him, I'm gonna beat the brakes off of him because he had put a fake black eye on my wife and all of that.
Damn. They dragging Tony in these YouTube streets, man. Tony, you wanted to pick a fight. Now you got to fight. I don't know what you wanted, bro. You was out here wishing all type of torture and death and all these homoerotic asphyxiations on niggas, bro. Don't get mad now, man.
So he did a video about me. I didn't even listen to the video. I probably heard, and this, my hand to the Lord, I probably heard 3 to 6 seconds of what he said. And when I went live, I was still able to rip him a new one because of my understanding of men. And I know how men are built, and I know the different types of men. And so I didn't have to listen to him to know. And a lot of people don't know this. And
you always trying to rip somebody a new one. Why are you always trying to make new holes in niggas, bro? I'm telling you.
Bro, yo, Hood, man. Like, I don't know how familiar, like, the audience is with non-linguistic programming, but my man is self-snitching right now. Big time. I understand the way men are built. I'm real familiar with the way men are built.
Yo, I've been calling this nigga out since last night, bro. I could not put my shit away. I could not go to sleep. It's still because I'm in the kitchen. I'm making some salmon. I'm frying some vegetables. and I got the tablet up in the background. I'm listening to this nigga, and I had to keep stopping. Like, why this nigga keep talking like this, bro? So I ate dinner and I got to work, and I'm like, I can't believe every other line is like some weird homosexual innuendo, or it's just out and out, just aggressive gay shit, bro. And I'm like, bro, like, if you really listen to the nigga, like, you think gay thoughts a lot. And I think that says something about you and the nature and the quality of your thoughts, bro.
Yeah, this is man. Oh man, if I'm Coach Greg Adams, I ain't worried about him like running up on him. I'm worried about him like trying to like scope-a-meet him and shit and violate him.
Yeah, man. He talked about running around having battles with himself in the dark, and he do all his winning in the dark. I'm like, chill, bro. Stop. Listen, I do not trust niggas like you. No, stay away, bro. Stay away.
But I got a question though, man. All these threats, how the hell did we get demonetized and shit? This thing is still going.
Hey, you know what? You know, I have learned to temper my delivery. You know what I realized too? When I'm trying to use less profanity as a general habit, just to get in the habit, because it's hard to code switching is actually difficult because sometimes you just get comfortable, you know. And so I'm trying to just break the habit of using so much profanity. And what that does is it forces me to be a lot more creative, which then in turn allows me to be a lot more like adept with the algorithm. So I'm trying to say, this is why I say things like he's intellectually gay. You know, he's an intellectual homosexual. You know what I mean? You got to come up with really creative ways to like just get right to the heart of a thing without just dropping F-bombs and all of that all the time.
Bad.
Coach Greg Adams, who leading this movement of the free agent lifestyle, and he got all of these male clients, and they be
and yes, by the way, shout out to everybody in the chat. It looks like we're growing a little bit over here, so there's some new people around. Shout out to Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Yes, I do at least acknowledge the little bit of fans I got on here. I do. I talk to the chat a lot. I just haven't noticed you up until just now. So don't take it personal. Blame it on the brain, not the heart. God damn it. Being all sensitive in the chat. I'm trying to roast this nigga for being intellectually gay, and you up here being all sensitive, bro. Chill.
They was over here commenting coach gang. And I'm like, wow. Like, y'all really brainwash. Like, they were commenting coach gang. And free agent lifestyle for life and all of that. I've never been to the guy page.
This is why you don't just pick a fight with niggas and then be mad at the smoke. Like, listen, I understand I'm punching up right now. You know what I mean? I'm picking a fight, so to speak, but he don't give a shit about me.
That's the God's heaven truth. I've never been to that Coach Greg Adams YouTube. I didn't even know that he mentioned me in a live till I was talking about the other guy. And y'all told me that Coach Greg Adams mentioned me in a live. I didn't even know that. And then when I went back to my video about the free agent.
So is that what happened? Coach Greg Adams mentioned him? How did that work? What did he say about him? Now I gotta, because if a nigga mentioned you and it bothered you, you could at least be like, well, the nigga said this, that, and the third about me, and that shit wasn't cool.
Bro, but this is the thing, man. This is the weirdness of like these like used to be like hood, I'm lame, you know, I'm still leaning towards black guys and caping for the queens. You know, you're gonna go start some beef with a real one, you know, who's connected. And then when these people get at you, I didn't know. Man, he made a whole 49-minute video talking about what he gonna do to CGA, and he back at CGA brought him up. And his people came at him. What do you think was going to happen?
Oh, hold on. We got to get the chronology right. Who shot first? Because I thought he shot first, and then CGA responded to him. He's the kid. CGA is shooting first.
All right, so this is what it was.
Response video.
Okay,
yeah, Mr. You was over there with me.
All right, so this is what it is. Tony Gaskins, monkey, punk, bitch ass. Sorry about that, bitch ass.
Keep it clean as much as we can. Thank you.
Yep. His Mitch behind self right here. This guy wanted to debate. He wanted to debate CGA before the Andrew Wilson thing already transpired, but he had backed out after he had seen how CGA cooked Andrew Wilson, because I think he was going to try to use the same type of play as you hear him speak right now. So he basically backed out, and only reason why he going after CGA now because Boyce Watkins and Claudia Jordan basically was on his heels, and they basically bigger names than his goofy behind. So he thought he could just tag on, use his little Christian backdoorian ministries to go ahead and get him some clout now. You know what I'm saying? This is what he's trying to do.
Yeah, Hood, have you seen CGA's viral Instagram post?
No, I didn't. I'm not on the gram. I keep saying I'm gonna get on the gram, and it's too niggery, bro. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's where it started. CGA, you know, he posts lifestyle stuff, and you know, he promotes the JUCO, which is basically sugar daddy, his version of, you know, the sugar and lifestyle. And he made a video with him. It's a montage about him and about 25 young chicks from all over the world, all flavors, some like ice cream Wu-Tang joint,
Filipinas, the Thais, all of them, bro.
Drags, Becky, everybody.
It's not like the Wu-Tang ice cream video.
Yeah,
bro, it was.
Bro, this joint went viral. I mean, he going back and forth with Claudia Jordan in the DMs. Like Boyce Watkins got cooked. Yeah, Boyce got cooked.
So hold on, let me get this right. So this is the video CGA put out on the gram, and then I think I saw the video because last night that's what he was responding to on the video last night with Tony Gaskins, right? So CGA puts out a video that goes viral, showcasing all of him and all his ice cream flavors. And then he was arguing with Boyce Watkins and Cynthia Jordan in the chat, and then somehow Tony Gaskins gets caught up in that.
Claudia Jordan, but yeah,
Jordan. Okay. And so, how did Tony Gaskins get caught up in that? Because from what I could tell, when Tony Gaskins went live, he put that video out last night. He had just watched that viral Coach Greg Adams clip with all the women in it, and he just started talking reckless about Coach Greg Adams.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then like one of the homies, Cali West, put CGA onto it, and CGA just fired up with, like, you know, with his little Filipina thing in the room. He was like, "Oh hell no!" He fired up for 3 hours in the Philippines.
I ain't even mad at him. Listen, y'all, we got a panel going. Like, share, and subscribe. We got to talk about this Coach Greg Adams, Tony Gaskins, Manosphere police drama. Tony Gaskins has been dubbed the meat commander of what was it? The Lord's commander of the Meats Watch. There is not another cop like him. This nigga been dick policing so hard. I don't know. I haven't never seen anything.
No, he one of the girls. No, Hood. This is Tanya Gaskins coming out of the closet, Hood. This was just his so quote unquote moment to go ahead and use and abuse on the so-called free agent lifestyle to his advantage, to go ahead and be a backdoorian. Him and Sharon Bracey, candidates of the backdoorian society, and they're trying to use all these so-called political, religious, and all these other agendas to go ahead and submit themselves to the strag, to the hyena, to the chicks out there, especially ones that are trying to remain to have hope. That CGA gave to these young impressionable men out here. He gave them hope, and unfortunately, when you give men hope, you basically disenfranchise the women. So men are empowered, women most disenfranchised.
Well, you know, it's funny. Bracey was in the chat earlier too, talking about what I do, because I mentioned him right when he popped up. It was ironic timing too.
I know.
Well, here's the thing, Hood. I was just gonna say this is that you know, RIP to my father and all the men like him who stepped up to the stepdad pipeline. I coined that 6 years ago. But right now we're seeing the last dying breath of the stepdad pipeline, because all these women that Tony Gaskins coaches, they know that the only dude they're going to be able to get now is an illegal immigrant or a MAGA. And these women don't want these dudes. They want the CGAs of the world. They want, you know, the Mr. O's, the trade MBDs, the hood conservatives. But ain't no way in the world they're going to get one of us, because my dad and his contemporaries, those were the dudes that, you know, those are the ones that stepped up and said, I'll be stepdaddy. You know, I hate to say it, my brothers are listening. Sorry, but that's what my dad did.
Step dummies, Trey.
Yeah.
You keep on giving the credence. They're not daddy, because in order to be a daddy or father, you had to give birth to that progeny. So in essence, you're not the father that stepped up. You are you're the dummy that basically stepped down, and you won't be a step dummy forever.
But you got to look at it with all the propaganda that was going on in the 50s and 60s. My father and them dudes, they got brainwashed. You know, hey, you did your thing.
My father too. You forgot my father.
Yeah.
My father from that same time period, bro.
Jumping for a second here. I want to play the clip a little bit more too, but I'm going to say this because this is a thing I think that needs to be pointed out most about the Tony Gaskins pimp to pastor model. Because you were talking about the women want, you know, a CGA, or they want a hood conservative, or any of these right-wing type of guys or whatever. And maybe that's true. But I think in reality, because this is how the model works, the model would not be successful if it weren't for this one thing. The women want Tony. And Tony can't be a man for all of these 600,000 followers, right? And so Tony Gaskins can give them advice on how to please Tony Gaskins, right? But you can't give them advice on how to be with all the other men in the world that they are more likely to actually wind up with, right? And so you're going to keep selling them a dream about this millionaire nigga who's just got it all together, and one day he's going to be there for you, sis. Tony's not coming to marry you.
Honestly,
hey, Hook, can I highlight something right in the chat before we continue? Jennifer, I would like you to go ahead. I would like to refer to you to the CDC, to Pew Research numbers, and then since you want to go ahead and probably want to use them things talking about them white numbers, I need you to go to blackdemographics.com and look up all the B-dubs that have all these cocktail STDs, especially in hotbed areas of hot Atlanta and Houston. I want you to go ahead and see where they get it from, and then come right back to me, because I am the infotainment man, and I will cook you coming with some feeling bull crap. And please post them in the comment section so I'll go ahead and check your work. Go ahead, continue, Trey MD.
Lifestyle, I saw a bunch of comments from his minions, and so I was like, oh, so this clown said my name. Oh, he must have forgot who he messing with. Oh, now you finna get towed up. And so I didn't even know that, but still I didn't go to his page to look at what he exactly said about me or what he said in it, because it don't matter to me what he said. I know what I know. I understand what I understand. I know what it is out here. I know who gay, who ain't, who down low, who ain't, who a real man, who ain't.
Wait, how?
Who really with it, who ain't, who really
Tony, how?
He plugged in.
How do you know all these things?
He plugged into the gay underground. He know all the popping gays.
Hey, but it's the thing, you know. Man, I'm trying to keep it clean. Black guys like that, though, that part of the community, he's never been to CGA channel. So how does he know the message? How does he know what's going on over there?
And this is a lot of like hostility for dudes. One, you don't know, and two, you haven't even really taken a good look at. Like you said, you just now watched you apparently watched his video after somebody sent you that one viral clip, and then you just start going ham on him, calling all this gay shit, threatening all these things off of one little clip. What type of man lives like that, bro?
Because this man was raised, basically, I hate saying this goofy stuff, but this dude is female centered. I know it's a dumb phrase. I don't even know why people even allow other people to say male centered, but this dude is female centered. And what I mean by he female centered, that he has the disposition and the thought process of an auntie, of a mama. The dude might as well go ahead and name himself Pray Tell for all I care.
Bro, you OG, man, like me. You know it's B-made. We won't say the word. He's B-made. That's what we call it.
Yeah. And you trying to tell us
already?
Go ahead.
Killers know killers. They don't look familiar. And so this the thing. That I ain't have to go over there for me to do a video about him. Just the fact that they told me that my name was in his mouth made me put his name in my title to let him know I heard about your boy, and you better watch your step and better watch what you're talking about, because you know what I'm over here talking about ain't nothing but the truth.
So now, I mean, this sounds like some little kiddie shit, but did you go at him first? Did you start talking shit about Coach Greg Adams first, or did he mention you first? Because it sounds like you just picked the fight and now you're trying to backtrack and say, no, I'm defending myself.
This is the literal phrase. He threw stones and tried to hide his hands.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. These men, they being indoctrinated. And I want to help y'all understand this. So I'm gonna be talking about these men because see, some of these free agent lifestyle men, it's a mentality. So some of them are actually married. Y'all ain't know that. Some of them actually married.
About? Like, and this is what I mean about like trying to poison the whole well or whatever. You're just talking about like phantoms and specters and shit. You talking about spooks, nigga. Like, name a real person. Otherwise, you're just making shit up.
Hey, he might be coming at me because I did throw a shot at him.
Maybe, I don't know.
I did too. Hey,
he went all on my page.
Go to my channel.
Hey, he went all on my page and shit after I threw a shot at him.
He probably did mine too, because I did a video a night before yours, and I basically put him in a blonde wig and red lipstick with red acrylic nails on my thumbnail. I know he seen that. I forgot to tag. Matter of fact, I gotta go tag him in it. I'm gonna go ahead and tag him.
Like crazy lately. He deserved it.
Yeah. He didn't respond to anybody, hardly in his comments, but he had to respond to me. I know he looked at my shit.
I think he turned all his comments off now.
And they butt hurt and they bitter in their marriage, and they're following Coach Greg Adams to hell because they trying to create enough of a rift that they can get divorced. They want their wife to divorce them, but what they doing inside of the marriage is they trying to get off of assets. So what these men is doing who married and then gonna be single, what they doing is they selling their assets. They getting the money. They shifting the money to their mama, to their sister, to their homeboy. Some of them most likely are gonna get in business with Coach Greg Adams. He probably has a holding company or gonna start a holding company to take over the assets of some of these men for a percentage that they gonna be doing exit strategies.
Look at this shit. Now he's just coming up with a whole shell company scheme and everything. Niggas just be lying on you, bro.
Yo, the free agent lifestyle's an MLM now. It's a fucking Amway.
Mid-level marketing lifestyle.
Already know what they're doing. I ain't even looked over there. I don't know what they got going on, but I just got common sense. This is what they gonna be doing if they not already doing this. They hiding assets, they funneling assets, they doing all this because they don't want to lose it in a divorce. But they know they going through a divorce because they know they sorry. They know they not giving their best effort. They know they not being faithful. They know they got a free agent lifestyle mentality. And then for the single men,
yo, man, pause, man. This is the biggest hating ass nigga I ever seen my entire life, bro. Yo, you go literally help out the women that's trying to go ahead and destroy the community and the whole marriage institution going into using Uncle Sam and going in these niggas' pockets. This is a snitch.
Fundamentally, there is like a huge ideological struggle happening right now in Black America. I mean, even America too, but Black America is a little bit different because we've only ever had really a matriarchal system. But there is just a deeply held belief that Black America, women should have more power, whether that be, money, whether that be like the head of household or whatever, having a last say. I mean, Black America basically thinks women should get the big piece of chicken. And this is like an ideological position. And right now you got like the Manosphere is effectively a group of men who think they deserve the big piece of chicken. And so we're having this huge split right now. And what he's doing is basically choosing a side. And it's kind of like the argument I was making a Cellulite podcast the other day about there is no middle ground. Ultimately, you're going to have to pick who do you think should get the big piece of chicken in Black America? Should it go to the men or to the women? And everything you believe will kind of flow from that point on. And then also, I can sort of backwards analyze your logic and tell what you actually believe based on the positions you take. So when you become one of these guys who, like, and this is why I was arguing with Sel all the time, if you only want to attack the men, if you only want to boost up the women, if you only want to give women protection and cover, and then give men heat and attack and your cold shoulder, well, then you obviously think that the women should get the big piece of chicken.
Well, Hood, here's the thing, and he used in his video, the original hate video, some of the same language that MOT, I know the beef is over with us, but some of the same language MOT used against us when the whole beef was going on, as far as getting us back on the plantation. Mad because, we didn't basically operate within the Black conservative realm. We sort of moved out of that, we crossed over into the American conservative realm. And that's his biggest beef, I believe, with CGA, is that CGA is worldwide. If he was out there tricking off on young American FBA women, this wouldn't be no issue. I guarantee it.
Thank you.
Maybe, because look, Tommy Sotomayor, I mean, he doesn't like talk this lifestyle shit at all, but he only really messes with Black women for the most part. That shit don't buy you no love, bro. There's no amount of love for Keisha that's gonna buy you any love in exchange. At least that's my opinion on it. I haven't really seen it pay off that well. And I did see a Facebook link in the back, but I'm not on Facebook, at least not on my laptop. And you might have to pull that up if you can. Oh, are you on your laptop? Because I cannot pull this video up properly on my.
No, I can't, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work right now. I thought you might have been on Facebook, but basically.
Oh wait, you know what? I think I got you. Hold on, I just fixed it. Let me play this video you pulled up real quick. Let me see what this nigga about. There we go.
St. Louis. Hey, yesterday I posted a video and I was talking about at the end about stepping up and stepping out, and how sometimes even in marriage you're gonna have to leave. And we experience divorce a lot. But one thing what we always have, we have some too saved people. We got some people who they focus on the letter in the Bible. But the thing about it is nobody is perfect. So what they're trying to do is just like the Pharisees, they want to hold other people accountable to this letter in the Bible, but then they want to do what they want to do concerning the rest of the letters in the Bible, and just want to, for the sake of argument on Facebook, talk about, oh, what ain't biblical and what ain't biblical. And the scripture that's always quoted is from Matthew 19. It comes from Matthew 19, and
I'm not gonna play all of this too, because it's gonna take us way off track.
Yeah, I just want to play that first part. That was good enough. So this nigga, he basically.
No, let me make this point, and I'm gonna get it right back to you because you cut me off. But let me just say this though: it's ironic that he is now kind of being supportive and comforting of his own flock when it comes to the issue of divorce and marriages fall apart. Sometimes things just don't work out, or whatever the hell he just said, right? But notice he got none of that charity for Coach Greg Adams. Coach Greg Adams get divorced is because you a bitch ass nigga and you're gay. But go ahead, Mr. O, you was trying to say something.
That's all I was. You just took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say the same thing. He basically, he hypocrite. That's it. That's all.
Hypocrites. American man, what's going on, bro? Mic check. American man, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, boy.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening. Yeah, I owed you guys a panel, man. I know I owed y'all a panel because I didn't want to stay up all night talking about this nigga. I had to go to bed at some point. But here we are now. I know you have some thoughts about this nigga.
Bro, first of all, when I rewatched the stream this morning, I didn't even know how to equivalate. But the question I ask is, how many of you niggas know niggas that get pussy that talk like this?
American man, I will tell you this. No, I'll tell you this. If like, honestly, if I was in my grimy days and I wanted to run through a bunch of like strags or like washed up, Maria's and like mud sharks in their epiphany phase, I would talk just like this, lie straight to them, and run through them
But you did not. But you're not asking my question, right? You're not answering my question. How many niggas that you know that get pussy that talk like this?
Not really, none. Like that.
None.
I don't see it. I don't see it out there in the wild, bro. I just don't.
Even incels don't talk like this.
I wouldn't know, man, because I couldn't associate with dudes like this. But I see them. I see them, and I just go the other way.
Still not answering the question, bro. How many niggas you know that get pussy that talk like this?
Bro, honestly, this is most of the niggas I know, bro. They talk this way. And I don't associate with them. I don't know what they do, bro. I can't associate with them. I don't know what they do, with their, stuff, because I don't associate with them. I can't. Because the longer I'm like, you know what? I just, my racism will start coming out.
I want to play this for a little bit more because I feel like some cringe is just waiting around the corner.
You know what it is? Play it.
And they just agree with the free agent lifestyle mentality. Majority of them, y'all gotta forgive us. Look like my wife text me, so I need to get into. Y'all forgive me. Get into my computer. Text her back. They were overlooked by women. And that's the next largest percentage. So let's say 50% was touched. 30% was overlooked by women. Then 20%, they were hurt by a woman. They were cheated on by a woman.
I mean, this is kind of one of those criticisms where like people compare the manosphere to feminism. And I mean, I even do it myself every now and then, it's feminism versus meninism or something like that. But if you talk about these men, such and such been hurt, such and such percentage been divorced, such and such percentage been cheated on, yada, 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 you realize this nigga is a life coach, right? And in the grand scheme of things, the manosphere is almost like a life coach ecosystem. It's not one individual coach, but it's like a place where men come to kind of sort of rebuild or just hear, uplifting shit or better strategy or whatever. And the thing is, why do you think you're somehow like special and different? Because you're doing this exact thing for women, though. You're trying to help women out. You're trying to coach women, but somehow the men who want to talk to men are beneath you.
Well, I'm telling you, Hood, right now, this is backtracking. Because he thought he was dealing with somebody in the manosphere and Coach Greg Adams. He didn't realize that he went a couple pay grades too high or a couple weight classes too high dealing with CGA. CGA ain't on the manosphere stuff. This is a whole different game that, guys like me are out here doing. Now he got to backtrack.
Nah, he not going after free agents. He go against passport bros. He go against dudes that's SYSBMing. He go against dudes that just want to be hermits and want to go and stack their money and want to give a chick none.
Let me address something real quick. Hold on, give me a second, Trey, because I want we have some disgruntled women in the chat, and I do like to address them from time to time. Tex Coco says, because it's interesting. Tex Coco says, sounds like y'all just want to live any kind of way without any morals or values. This man is encouraging godly behavior. Y'all encouraging degenerate, whorish behavior. I haven't encouraged anything like that. My official stance about all this stuff is marriage is a good thing, generally speaking. Monogamy is the better setup, generally speaking. However, in the modern world where women have declared themselves free agents well before Coach Greg Adams came along. And so you're not going to get me to feel bad about men for catching up to the free agent lifestyle that women have been living all this time. And you can't compel men to just one-sidedly approach marriage and fidelity while women still believe in free agent lifestyle, hypergamy. You can't tell me nothing. I can live on my own without you, all these things. So it's unfair to men to lock men into this 1950s manhood when women get to be modern.
Man, I ain't
I'll
about to
say
answer no
this.
George Foreman wearing
Well,
snatch on
the,
weed, bro.
I'll say
hold
this.
on, hold on.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
just
y'all
want to
got
jump in real quick, right? Like, niggas that get pussy don't talk like this, nigga. Like, I'm telling you, Hood, you
niggas that
giving this
get
nigga
pussy
too
don't
much
meat watch
credit.
like this, bro. This is what it is. It's 'cause
Yes,
he
that's
doing
what I'm
too much
telling
meat
you.
watching.
This nigga
Hey,
don't listen. This nigga he married the first fat bitch that had him.
Yep, that's it. They're right there.
This nigga don't get no pussy, bro. You know how I know? Because niggas that get pussy don't talk like this.
hey,
Nope.
well, I'll say
Let me
this.
tell you something. Let me tell you niggas something. I said it in the chat, right? When I was in my 20s, I was a nigga that had a wife, side bitches, and a side bitch. Right?
My
I've
man.
just now brought it back
Preach.
because I'm like, just like, all right, that you know, you know how it go. A nigga, I never talk like this. Never heard niggas that get pussy talk like this.
No, my
Well,
This is
question is
not a
though.
getting pussy
let me-
ass nigga,
No,
boy.
no. See, the
Like
thing is,
that's
see,
not how they talk.
See, I'm the opposite of Hood. See, I believe in biblical marriage, and we doing about biblical purposes. But today, marriage ain't nothing but a business contract, and basically, the woman got the whole carte blanche to go ahead and negate said business contract and get all the good rewards and give me that afterwards. And also, to the George Foreman woman with the snatch wig on, talking about all this godly morals and stuff. I bet not see you have Cardi B, Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole, or anybody in your type of playlist, or even Summer Walker, because y'all been living this type of lifestyle fare of giving out y'all derrieres to every type of dude, Tom, Dick, and Harry on the four corners of earth for the last 40-some years. I mean, it's only bad when the men get to have the so-called fun now, right?
Hey, I'm like this, man. Do you know you
This
know me, man.
nigga
I'm Felicity
married the
101.
first fat bitch,
Hey,
bro. I think we all know it.
Hey, it's like this though. Sorry, young lady, or whatever in the chat, however you look. Sorry, but degeneracy is in. Y'all ladies chose degeneracy. So fellas, run up the tab, run through them. Degeneracy rules the world right now. So fellas, enjoy it. Carte blanche. Y'all know what NBD stands for.
Test Coco.
Enjoy to the fullest.
Who brags about getting niggas that get bitches? See, I'm getting tired of all this so-called reverse psychology, gaslighting, bullcrap rebuttals that they can't come up with. Like, y'all really sound like children and toddlers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know you is, but one of my type of rhetoric. Come up with some better comebacks. Come up with some better information to go ahead combat these so-called lifestyles that we're talking about. Otherwise, they shut the hell up and go back to the kitchen.
And then this weird nigga with all his. And then this weird nigga with all his God shit. Nigga, I guarantee you in 3 years, he's going to be a pastor. Guarantee you in 3 years.
He already won.
Hey,
He's going to be Jamal Bryant.
And he's preaching to X304s, man. He's preaching to ex-working women. Come on.
Yes. And that's the thing. Like, this dude is going to be a pastor in 3 years. And like women are gonna follow him, and they're gonna love it, and he gonna be touching them little boys, cause
you know it.
I've been listening to the nigga. Listen, after I watch Hood, after the stream you had last night, and then still listening to the nigga, why does everything revert back to homosexuality? When do straight men do that?
Hey,
straight men don't do that.
Hey, man, why you
hold on. Hey.
No, go ahead, guys. I'm just trying to figure out, like, listen, I didn't grow up around men like this. So, like, straight men don't do all that weird shit that he did last night. All that shit that he did last night, nigga, you're gay. I wanted to beat you with dildos in the square.
Bro.
No, nigga, I will just choke you out and fucking beat you with my bare hand. You know what my fantasies are? And this is where it's going to get dark. My fantasies are literally watching a man's life slip away by my bare hands choking him. That's my fantasies, right? And look, nigga, I'll make it happen. But my fantasies are not, I want you to be in Times Square and we're all gonna beat you with dildos. What, nigga? That's not my fantasy.
Oh, now I get it. No, now I get it. These are all his subscribers in the chat come here to defend they so-called Zaddy's honor. I finally got it.
Fuck them niggas. You know what?
No, the women in the chat right now, I finally got it. You notice when we put the APB out, when we roasted one of these simps of female panderers, they all got come into these chats, go ahead talk about STDs, y'all dirty dicks, y'all just want to go ahead and trick on little girl. All that so-called sign language is coming from his audience.
Nigga, I don't listen
Well,
to
of course they are. Of course they are. But don't let the women get y'all worked up. You know,
Well,
they're
my
just
whole
women.
thing-
What do you expect them to do, bro?
But my whole thing is this, Hood. Literally, like, my fantasy is watching a man's life slip away at my bare hands.
You
It's
know,
like
me
I
too.
literally choke the life out of him.
That was
His
the point I
fantasy
wanted to speak to,
is
American
beating a man with dildos.
You know, not only that, like, dude, I can relate. Let's put it that way. I don't have like weird homoerotic violent visions. Like I never imagined homoerotic torture for my enemies. You know what I mean? A nigga never made me that mad.
You just want to do it
I
with your
wished
bare
some gay
hands,
shit
right,
on him.
Hood?
Yep.
Well, not even
Bare
that. Like a
hands.
nigga never made me that mad that I wished gay things on him. You know what I mean? Like that's just a weird line to go to. Like I don't wish that on my enemies. I would rather just get it over with. Why would I want to like bro? That's such a crazy thing to think about. Death by bunga bunga. Like why do you think like that, bro? I couldn't do it. I can't. Dildo force trauma. Like bro, what kind of mind conceives a torture like that? This is what I mean. Like, nah, there's something special about this nigga. Like, regular people don't conceive of shit like that. If a dude hates you, then you just, you shoot you, he beat you up, hit you with a brick or something like that. This nigga driving around with a trunk full of dildos, he got a plan. Like, nah, bro, that's a special type of nigga, bro.
Done wrong by a woman. So something right there in that. Y'all got to give him a wife text mine to make sure. That's what make up the single men. And then you got the married man. But the married man, and this is the thing, me as a man, I can't wrap my head around it. I can't fathom it. I can't understand it. Like, the only way I would hire a man for coaching is if it was for business or if it was to become a better man, like to operate at the highest level.
What is this
that a man can
homosexual
operate,
talking about?
and that's being married.
This is like coach supremacy, right? Think about this, right? You basically have two models right now of like, especially when you think about like people who care about the Black community and all these grand things. You have the men who kind of like by any desperate means, they're trying to keep the men and the women together. And then you have the men who like the coach Greg Adams and the red pill, MGTOW type of guys where it's like, look, do what's best for you in your life as a man. Don't worry about this framework of trying to be locked into the husband role. We're not really in that world anymore, right? And so these two models of life coaching are effectively in collision. And you can't have a world full of like free agent men and a world full of women who expect the man to be there for them in their post 35 years, right? And so it's almost like he has to defend his flock. He has to keep men on the other side of the fence so that he can sell them to his flock. The more men like Coach Greg Adams that exist, the more MGTOW guys that populate the internet and start waving the flag and convincing other men that there's another way that you can live in the modern world, the less fantasies there remain for him to sell to his female audience, right? Then at some point, you just have to get honest with them and say, for the great deal of you, you're not going to find a soft landing with most of these or any of these men. But he can't do that because it'll suck the money up.
Bro, do you know how else I know like this nigga is not tough? All that tough talking that he doing is because literally I'm like, yo, I will choke niggas out with my bare hands. Like my bare hands. Like I fantasize about killing niggas with my bare hands. He fantasizes about using dildos to kill niggas.
Death by bunga bunga.
You're not tough, nigga. Stop it.
They don't
Like,
even
you're
do that
not
in jail,
tough,
bro.
nigga.
Even in jail,
Bro.
they just stab you and leave you there.
Like, you're not tough, bro. Stop it. Talking about, all right, I'm gonna kill and I'll do this. No,
Yeah, yeah.
nigga, you're not. You want white women with dildos to beat your enemies up, nigga. I will choke you with my bare hands. The fuck are you talking about, bro?
Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. Bring the
All right,
hostility
sorry,
levels
sorry,
down. Let's bring the hostility
sorry,
down.
bro.
All right, calm down, killer. Calm down.
Being faithful, being a faithful husband and a devoted father. That's the highest level and the hardest level for any man to achieve. And as you see, their coach, Greg Adams, failed. That lets you know how hard it is. That somebody who is a coach who could he probably making hundreds of thousands.
He's not a marriage coach. He's a free agent lifestyle coach. What's up, True?
Hey, why the sniper of the daylight now? Not fighting in the darkness.
Yo, this nigga is like about 5'8", 5'9", at a good what's the name? Look, bro, this nigga gotta be like 5'8", 5'9", about 180-something pounds. Nigga need to lose some damn weight.
Bro.
Talking all this tough guy shit.
I think that nigga popped the perk or something before he went live last night, man. Because he was talking so fly, bro. That was the wildest thing ever, man.
Hey, is he blinking? Is he blinking in this video?
He is blinking. That nigga wasn't blinking for like minutes straight. Somebody in the chat
he was off
mentioned
the
that
Adderall
yesterday, bro. Somebody in the chat mentioned that, and I just thought, people be joking, saying all kind of things in the chat, and then I start watching them. I'm like, yo, he really not blinking.
Like,
this ain't even normal.
Either he was off of Adderall or he was off that good coke. I know the eyes.
Yo, man,
I know the eyes.
Keep it 100 noticed it, right? And then I thought he was joking, and I started looking, and I was like, oh wow, he ain't blinking. He got that I'm gonna do something to you stare.
Yeah, he sees you, he wants you, he gonna get you.
Bro, I was saying that all in your chat last night. This dude is doing his best rendition of Fleece Johnson, bro. All he talk about and think about is a man's butt.
That's all he think about is booty.
Hey,
The dollars.
Huh?
You need that African dude drop that.
I got that audio somewhere in my computer. I just never. I need to get a whole new soundboard thing going on over here. I used to have one, but I need a better one now.
Off of these
I'm
degenerate,
gonna play some more.
weak-minded men, and he failed. And so they try to say, well, you coach some women, but I'm successful. So the women and men that I coach, they learning from the highest level. They learning from a successful, faithful husband and devoted father and successful businessman. They're not learning from a failed degenerate who turned failure into proselytizing to weak and insecure men.
What is proselytizing?
Dude, I don't know, man. You know what I'm thinking about?
Someone give me the meaning of posturalizing.
No, he said the wrong. He said the word wrong.
I think he mixed a couple of words together.
No, he did what niggas do. What is posturalizing?
That's not a word. That's not a word.
No, he Oswald Basin. He doing his best on Oswald Bates.
And live in sin. And so here's the thing. If you watch my videos, for those y'all who watch my videos, y'all know that anybody over here, you being held accountable. You being pushed to the next level. There's no sugarcoating over here. Anything that I need to say, it gets said to women and to men. There's no sugarcoating. It's a high standard. It's a high level. I'm in 2026 telling people to save themselves until marriage, even if
Man,
you
I'm
got kids,
tired of these
even if you're not a virgin.
homosexuals, bro.
That's
I'm
a
so
high
sick of
level.
these niggas, man.
That's very, quote unquote, unrealistic. But that's what I believe in, being above average, being exceptional. So what I did with my failure, I didn't excuse my failure. I turned my failure into a lesson.
I used to be a pimp. Now I preach the word of the Lord.
Players remorse. Here go that players remorse crap you be talking about.
Man,
I'm gonna get sick.
man.
I'm getting sick of tired of these niggas, man.
Man, you niggas are giving these dudes too much credit. These niggas don't get laid. This nigga married the first fat bitch. That nigga ain't never had a wife and 3 different side bitches. I'm telling you, bro.
Oh man.
These niggas don't live that life.
Hey, but you know, some of the cats that do live that life, man, you be looking at them, you be like, yeah, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't like trying to do what you doing, man.
Nah, to each his own,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, right, like, listen, bro, a nigga that has had women, they don't talk like these dudes.
Well,
There's
American
nowhere
man.
near close talking to these dudes.
Yeah, but
American. I would just tell y'all. Go ahead, Drew. I was going to say that these are the kind of guys, bro, from back in the community that had that community game back in the day, and then suddenly, I guess they went to college, married the first fat strag that they fell for, and now they on this religious game, and they haven't, like my man said, that player's remorse. So they might have been the man back in the day with
These
that community
niggas don't
game.
have players' remorse. You're giving them too much credit.
That's his
Niggas that
story,
have
and he's
had
sticking to
hoes
it.
don't talk like this.
I agree with you, because the nigga doing a whole lot of meat watching, but maybe that's just how remorseful he is. The nigga's so sorry he's just gonna watch meat forever now. I don't know, but the niggas sound crazy.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. A lot of these guys in the community, bro, these new mama raised dudes.
That's crazy. I'm starting to look at you niggas funny.
No. They were getting women,
That's
but at the same
crazy.
time, they're looking at men, bro. You see it from our masculine perspective and how we
niggas
are.
that has gotten pussy don't talk like this.
No, American. No, y'all don't. Y'all getting it from a different angle, right? So regardless of how he acted before in the past, this is all hinging on his coaching business. You got to think the majority of his clients are women, right? Well, he has to appease them, and when they're hitting him up talking about, oh, these men are saying this or doing this, this is another like second order effect of like the whole manosphere going like mainstream. You know what I'm saying? With the talking points, they're undeniable now. So like this
And
guy
the problem,
he's getting
and one of the things, American man, is that you're giving him credit for being. God dang it! I got to go, Lil Robert Zepp here. You're giving him credit for being a human. As I've said before, and I try to keep it as PG as possible, he is part of that other species, bro. And you're assuming that he's a human American man like us. He's not, bro. He's part of them, the Negro land class.
No, I'm just assuming he's a non-pussy getting ass nigga. And now he's gotten to the sphere of just grifting off of black women. That's
American
literally
man.
my assumption on him.
American man, you're like me. You got dark chocolate skin, and you've had to live your whole life around niggas. And at this point, they're not human.
Look at this man like more like a Derek Jackson type, right? When
Yeah.
you hear some of the stuff like behind the scenes on how they actually like talk or what they actually believe in. He's probably mad that Coach Greg Adams is doing what he would have did back in the day and making as much money just being him than what he has to do. You know what I'm saying? Because like in that live, he was talking about like one of his coachee or mentees or whatever he calls his like clients. One of his clients is like popping pills for some of that stuff that she got. And I was just like, why would you reveal that, man?
Oh yeah, she was taking that prep, that Biktarvy or whatever.
And I'm like, yo, man, like, I wonder if pocket watching with JT did a thing on him, because like these guys were like in pretty tight circles back in the day, and then like he was like kind of coming up as fast as pretty fast, like right before Ace Metaphor like popped. This dude was like bigger than Ace Metaphor on Facebook.
But true, that's how you know the nigga is not. That's how you know the nigga is not
All
a
right, we believe
straight
you.
dude.
That's
how you know he's not a straight dude. Because here's the thing: why are your clients all homosexuals?
American man. I'm serious, bro. American man. He's dealing with non-human women, whether they're strags,
No, he's
sharks, or
dealing with.
tortugas.
No, I think we have to be honest. This
Yeah,
dude is
those are his
dealing with-
clients, bro. Those are his clients.
His clients are homosexuals. And it's fine for his clients to be homosexuals, but
No,
none
the
of
women,
them are
bro.
straight. They're taking PrEP and Biktarvy and all these things. Bro, let me tell you something. I'm a nigga that got a wife and meds and I've had mad side chicks, bro. I'm telling you, I never had to deal with this. This is not heterosexual behavior.
It's a new day and age,
This
man.
is not it, bro.
No.
You're giving him too much.
Have a stroke.
Yeah, you're giving him too much human credit, bro. You're wrong species, bro.
Nah, this dude ain't real. You can look at his eyes. He's just not real. I'm kind of with American man. He's just peddling. He's just trying to get some clout. That's all. He wants
Thank
attention.
you.
He just
You
wants
know what?
attention.
He's not real, bro. This is all fake.
Ryu, let me tell you something. I'm glad you mentioned his eyes. I was trying to find the right word, and then you said it just now, and I just realized the phrase I was looking for. Prey eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prey eyes.
Yes.
Well, I tell y'all this, and you know, like I said, man, in my 51 years, I've dealt grew up all around niggas and shit for most of my life, and I'm telling you, this is how they think. Y'all, if you just look at what's going on in the news, social media,
bro,
this is how they think.
Bro.
But listen, look at them in the comments. Look at the women in the comments. Look at the men. Look at the men in Houston, the men in Atlanta. They act and sound just like this.
They're all gays.
Well, you know, and as a matter of fact, this dude in the face, right? Because that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, okay, where's the sharpness? Where's the humanity?
Bro,
in his
he's
eyes?
not real.
Second of all, they're all droopy and shit. And I had a good buddy of mine I used to work security with. He was way into the church, but he'd want to bounce. He'd always want to practice martial arts with me, but he had the same type of eyes. A complete simp. Now, mind you, he was a good dude, but he just didn't get it. And you could look at him in his eyes, it's like something wasn't clicking, right? And
well, okay. So Ryu, so now we got 5 or 6 generations of, you know what? Hook up with that black chick around the corner. Hook up with that black dude around the corner, not knowing who daddy was sleeping with what women. What you had was incest. That's what happened.
Hey, no argument there, Trey. Argument, man. I wonder too, man. I'd be like, ooh, you know, and I didn't mess with too many black girls back in the day, but it was close enough. Oh, by the way, you know that's your third cousin. Sometimes I say, what? Yeah.
Bro, this is, you know, I've seen a nice video from a Filipino lady who's encouraging, you know, passport bros to come over there and marry her compadres because they understand that diversity prevents this type of shit.
Yeah.
They understand that the seed needs to spread so you don't have kids with your cousin.
Yeah. No, there's a new Japanese thing on X. I just saw somebody clip and I posted it on my X about there's a certain subculture or group of women in Japan that are specifically seeking foreign non-Japanese men to breed with just because they like the way the aesthetic, but they're not trying to get married. They're not trying to marry you. They're not trying to, you know, get in a relationship. They just want the seed. You know, I'm like, okay, wow. But I didn't know about all that.
Well, I'll tell you this. Well, from being over there, living in Japan for, you know, the little half a year that I did, you'll notice amongst the people that, you know, a little too much of that, you know, freaking same, you know, proximity the genes start turning out weird. They kind of look, that new generation of Japanese kids got that like D-Durrell stuff going on. Eyes a little
But
too close together.
can I
Yeah. No,
can
I know.
I ask a
I know what you're talking about.
question? Can I ask a question? How many of you guys are ever around guys that like do this weird nonstop homosexual erotica stuff?
I can't stand them.
Because like I'm not the thing is I'm not around listen, I'm around black men, white men, Hispanic men, all straight men. None of them are like, I want you to be beat up by dildos.
Nah, you know what? It's so funny.
None of them are doing that.
Let me tell you something. Like long time ago, I used to have this job at this store, like some little flea market type of shit. And there was this other coworker that was there, and he was like, technically, he was more senior because he was like a previous hire.
Oh shit, hood. Just because we're from Brooklyn, bro, don't mean that we gotta share. I don't want to do it, bro.
Listen. I'm just gonna tell you a story real quick. Like you don't even know where I'm going. I promise you, it's gonna be crazy though. Because the nigga, him and the manager, and this is the funny thing. Our manager was like a little Israeli dude or whatever, and so the other dude, he black.
Oh, he was definitely homosexual,
bruh. Anyway, these niggas used to always like joke and like some type of weird horseplay type of always joking about some gay shit and saying all type of weird shit to each other, and I would not partake. And then not for nothing, like a year before that I had just got out of jail, so I'm like I'm hyper vigilant about shit like this. Like nigga, don't you niggas play too much for me. I would beat one of you niggas the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And like my manager asked me one day, he was like, I noticed you don't like that type of shit. I'm like, bro, nah, y'all niggas too sensitive. Y'all too friendly for me, bro. Don't play with me like that, because I'm gonna have to hit one of you niggas in the mouth. Like some niggas really just play around way too much with that shit, and it's like I can never be that comfortable with it, bro. Don't play with me like that, because somebody gonna get embarrassed.
Yeah, depending on demographic too, American man, like some of them cats or whatever, like be having that weird off stuff. Like I remember one of the cats that I used to work with, he got popped for and like put out of his job because he was like trying to get his subordinates to sleep with his wife. It's like,
oh yeah, people be strange, bro.
They be
But true. Here's what I'm saying, right? Like I have all types of friends, black, white, like all types of friends. Some niggas are too far. Where it's just like, bro,
100%.
this shit don't work. It's like, bro, all right, something more is happening here.
Well, true American man. I spoke about this before in my streams when I was talking about rap. When guys would be like, yeah, man, rap back in the 90s was this, was more. I'm like, no, it wasn't. All they was doing was talking about dick sucking. Every other word was nigga suck my dick.
Bro, you know what? I didn't used to want to believe it, but yeah. Your whole childhood, fake and gay, man.
Yo, shout out to Candace Owens.
Yeah.
She was telling niggas, yo, or you should first of all, shout out to Candace Owens for going against the rabbis. Who put up the black women thing, and then she literally went against them, and they were just like, I don't know what to do because we told everyone we should never go against a black woman. Shout out to her for that. But like, dude, some of the shit is too far. And you look at it, listen, and you're like, bro, wait a minute. Nah, bro, you're going too far. Like, it's too far.
They're just trying to test you out just to see how far they can go. Trust me, I can't stand that kind of behavior. I'm like, no, I'm not into that. I'm not into you. I don't like that. Don't touch me. There's just going to be consequences eventually. And I used to make it look like an accident, but it's just like, no, stop. And it's too much because, when you're in the entertainment industry, it's all over. And on top of it, like as a kid, my mom was into performing arts. Right. So I'm the kid doing my homework or watching women sweat and stretch in places I didn't know they sweat and stretched before. But that's beside the point. But then you got the males running around acting all fruity. And I'm just like, nah, I
The
can't.
theater kids, yep.
Yes, the thespians. That's them.
Yeah, but American
Hey,
man,
look, I was a thespian, but I'm not no thespian. I'm more close to a lesbian. If anything, make y'all feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I was one of them kids, but I broke out of it.
It's all good. I've been on stage myself, but nah. I played the Black
Yo, the
Panther,
term thespians, I think people don't understand where that literally came from. Those are the theater kids.
I was a theater kid.
I don't want to go down a
Correct.
rabbit hole. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. Let's go back to the focus of the show.
Like he was trying to look sexy to women. Like like he was trying too hard, like a try hard. And if that's the same man that hardly initiated wanted me to debate, which I can't remember if that's his name or not, then the man
Nigga,
they
that's his
showed
name.
me looked completely different than the man I seen on the Instagram reel. The man they showed me when they wanted me to debate a man who don't believe in marriage and he went through a divorce and he don't believe in marriage, they sent me a clip of him being on a white man podcast. And
was that the Andrew Wilson thing? It sounded like he kind of copping a plea a little bit.
Yep.
He looked like
you gotta go to Rumble Hood.
A strong Pillsbury doughboy. Like he looked like a retired donut eater, like a retired donut eating cop.
Come on, man.
So
Man,
like the
what?
type of guy you'll see.
Okay, hey, Hood, pause real quick. And this is one thing, like we were talking, I think we were over there, Mr. Owen, in CGA's chat. Like he would not say this shit to American Man. American Man, you the type of dude that if Tony Gaskins came up to you saying stuff like this, he died. He was talking real reckless, and he would only say this on video and in front of his hoes.
Oh, that nigga wouldn't say it to me in real life.
It's like
He would listen, right? I hate to and I'm not even a gangster. I'm just a father. That's it. But nigga, you wouldn't say that to me in real life. Like we're on a job site, because I'm a blue collar guy. We're on a job site and you start getting this diabolical in real life, nigga, you might end up in a foundation on top of a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. Don't talk to me crazy like that.
Yeah, this is
that's weird shit.
The recklessness of this conversation showed you that he's been around. He's so used to talking to hoes, Reform 304s or whatever. Because you know damn well, man, you can't talk to real niggas like this. Forget it. You be a rapper.
Nah, hey, hold on. I'm not a real nigga, bro. I'm scary. I'm the scary most pussy nigga you ever met. But don't talk to me like this, bro, because it will get wild.
Yeah, but
it will get wild. Niggas, I'm from East Flatbush. It will get wild.
Hey, but Tony is of the age, right, where the Tupac line, "I ain't a killer, but don't push me." Everybody got a point as a man. Even the community dudes, man. You know, they may jump bad like a lot easier, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you do not say nothing crazy like this to men in their face. So he don't be around like dudes that would like punch him in his face.
You know, shout out to Messy Michonne in the chat with the 5-ball. She says, this man is insane. And, you know, appreciate you, Messy Michonne, because I caught you talking about this briefly before I started watching it, because I had to go back and get the original footage. And I'm like, yo, I couldn't believe the things I was hearing a grown Christian biblical nigga say. Like, I can't imagine. This is why the black church is such a dark place, bro. They be wishing all type of death and gay punishments on you. I didn't know they believed in gay torture in the black church, bro. This is crazy work. But shout out to Messy Michonne, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Smash that super chat button for me, y'all.
Yeah, he off.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
He said he got more respect for a gay man, and then wanted to put you in a gay internment camp if you sleep with too many women.
Bro,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, where'd you find this dude, Hood? I was just, I couldn't, I wanted to turn away, but I couldn't because I'm like, is this motherfucker real?
That's how I was watching him. Like, it's like the car wreck thing. You know, you want to stop looking, but you just can't stop watching. It was too much. Cause like, bro,
God,
at no point did you ever like check yourself. You never watch yourself. You every now and then you'd be like, you know what? Maybe I'm doing too much. Let me pull back. Let me stop. He had none of that. No limiting principle, no breaks, no nothing.
Yo, he had a good run, man. Like from about 2009 to like just before COVID.
Yep.
So he's been a talking head for a while.
I got into him on Facebook
for a long while.
I got into him on Facebook around the same time I got into with Kevin Samuels. Different subject matter, but I got into with both of these dudes back in like 2015, 2016 on Facebook.
Oh.
Well, you know, I put part of this on Kevin Samuels because, you know, even Kevin Samuels was the homie. Like, he was the homie. But me and Kevin vehemently, before he blew up, we vehemently disagreed on trying to put brothers back together with queens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was the wrong answer because this is exactly what it would lead to.
Well, also too, I don't think Kevin wanted you to get with a scrag though. You know what I'm saying? Like these cats be getting mad at you because you ain't trying to be a stepdaddy.
Well,
but that's the thing, bro. Strags.
Hold on, real quick, Trey. This is the one thing about Kevin Samuels. Like, love him or hate him, one of the things about him that you really can't deny is that he was willing to look at the female side of the modern dating equation. Whereas he would talk to women directly, he would criticize them. I mean, obviously, he had his old private coaching thing, and he had his like a Facebook group where he's trying to get people together, like high earning men and women, black men and women together. But in public, when he was just doing his shows, he would talk directly to women about their lives and their situations. And he was one of the few, like, not really Manosphere that was doing that, right? And now you got like a Tony Gaskins and all the other guys who are like the Manosphere cops and they want to dick police everybody. I appreciate your desire to want to put the black community back together and see all the men and women have children and stay together and all that. But it seems like you have this idea that I'm going to save the community no matter how many men I have to sacrifice. And that's where I take issue. At least, you know, guys like Kevin are willing to look at the women too, you know?
But that's the thing, Hood, is that Kevin sold a whole lot of brothers a dream. A whole lot of brothers were coming to me, man. You heard this Kevin Samuels dude? I'd be like, yeah, man, that's the homie and shit. We kick it online together. Oh, man, this dude going viral. He going to do this for the community. But all I saw was this. He going to turn a whole lot of scrags that were ran-throughs into chameleons. And what happened was 6 years later, you know, the whatever, the rug was pulled out. We realized that shit was just a farce because men like, you know, Myron, freaking, you know, even Rolo, and especially, you know, Coach Greg Adams showing men that what Kevin was doing was just a farce. All it was doing was teaching women how to freaking, you know, run game.
Yeah, but the women were gonna evolve anyway. Like they've been always on a more sophisticated thing. They just hadn't had to be because the dudes are so simple.
Right. We'll play a little bit more because we're gonna get out of here soon. I gotta go. It's getting late and I'm hungry.
Like one of the black dads who want to be white.
Niggas sound like plies
and make 200,000 work in sales or software or something like that, and they want to be white, but they black. That's what I picked up from him, because he was on an all-white podcast too, which is very rare, and it's a conservative podcast too. Like, they really love Trump. They, you know, lick his dirty.
This is what I meant. But I can tell by your stated positions which side you chose just by like listening to like the casual things that you believe in. Oh, you're team woman, you're team black woman, actually, because you're so vehemently into this race thing. You believe in white supremacy and all this stuff. You're definitely team black women.
I don't even know if he's team black woman. I don't think
hip hop to 92%.
Team black woman. I think he's team white liberal women.
Well, no, that's the ideology, but in practice, like surface level, that's what it is. That's like the clear distinction. You know what I mean? But he's definitely team black women, but they don't come up with their own ideology. So I'm not going to fight you on that part. But I think they dovetail together.
But he wouldn't even be able to tell you though that that's the case. He wouldn't even recognize it in himself.
Well, you know, it is kind of my my little professional hobby to be studying these niggas and kind of understand and categorize what I'm looking at here. You know, it's anthropology.
I don't know. I don't know how you do it, bro. I would have just done blown up the spot. That's why I stayed to myself. I got called a coon the other day on IG. First time, it was awesome.
It rolls off your back after a while.
Yeah, it does. Because I told him I like to eat them and skin them and wear them and shit. That's what I do.
Dirty bath water, just really staunch Trumpers.
You guys realize the term coon literally means that, like, you love black people, right? You guys realize that, right? The term coon literally means you love black people.
Where you get where does the term originate from? Which book or whatever you're referring to?
I'm not referring to any book. I'm referring to what I've seen, right? And like what I've heard. Okay. And like when you're called a coon, it's literally because you want black people to succeed
and do better. You know, that's the irony of it, though. It's like right-wing conservatives believe in things that are just fundamentally more productive for the people that they, you know, that would implement them.
Yeah, that's why when cats call me coon, I was like, I'm far from that. You don't want to know my true feelings. Mine are similar to the Australian painters in regards to you people.
Man, like what's wild is, man, like along this same thing, like I've been looking at a conversation on X for the last 4 days, right? Where cats were trying to say that black families didn't benefit from capitalism. This is just more of the same stuff, man. All that stuff goes together.
I just come in and ask, what is a black family?
Yeah, the term, dude, I'm telling you guys, the term coon is literally you love black people, right? Like the term coon is literally you do not bow to white liberals. Like, dude, it's absolutely weird. I don't. Like this dude with his eyes talking, I will kill this nigga with my. You know what?
He got you triggered, bro. But I'll tell you one thing. Good is this. Is that
Trey eyes? Something about this nigga eyes is bringing out like the hunters.
He looked like a Temu version. He looked like a Temu version of Eric Sermon from EPMD, bro.
Yo, Hood, this nigga eyes is making me want to. This nigga eyes is making me a killer, bro. I don't understand what that is.
This is Donnie Simpson. This is Donnie Simpson, illegitimate son from BET. You know what I'm saying? Remember Donnie Simpson? This is illegitimate son right here.
Bro, when I was in Haiti, I had a Haitian cat tell me, never trust a nigga when you can see the white underneath their eyeballs. Never trust them.
David, who love Trump and all of that. And so when I first seen the guy, I just me being a man, I'm a man. So I could read men. You learn how to read men. And then if you ever been in the streets, you got to read men a whole lot faster because you putting your life on the line. So when I first read them, I said to myself, this is just my internal thoughts that I'm saying out loud. I literally said to myself, this is a lane who never had women and could not really get women.
This nigga talking about niggas
with a woman that he could get, but he's never been fulfilled.
But he getting it now, so why you hating? If he couldn't get it before, but he getting it now, ain't this like a hero's journey right here? Ain't this like a redemption story?
Yep, like or even the ugly duckling. Well, like now, would he have the same? Would he have the same kind of fervor for a woman that had the same thing? When she grew up, like buck teeth, had to get braces or whatever, and it wasn't until she turned 19 or 20 where she like actually like started looking good to the opposite sex.
Bro,
But this is the conundrum of, and this is. I'll say this, and this is when I really started rocking with CGA, because it's like Ark is similar to mine. Around 8 years old, I realized there was something wrong with niggas in the church. Niggas in the church, fuck all this conservative shit. At the end of the day, they pick all this weird liberal values to lean into.
Yeah,
bro, I never.
the men in line.
Here,
and let the women be
here's the thing. I've never understood like what these weird guys are going through. But now I'm looking at it and I'm just like, yo, I want to kill these niggas with my bare hand.
Me too, angry. I mean, American man. I want to beat them like what's his name? Michael Jai White. He said, man, his dream is being a dude to death in the ring. I felt the same way.
Hey, what's crazy? Like I didn't think about it until recently when I heard somebody else say it. But I kind of like figured it was something going on. But apparently, like one of the other downstream effects from the whole NGOs getting shut down and the money slowed up is they can't do outreach anymore in these churches. So they were actually going to certain Protestant churches or whatever, and like training the clergy, if you will. And that's why a bunch of individual like Protestant churches got overrun with all the what do you call it?
It's like sending USAID money to infiltrate churches. Which would mean that we might see a wave of church closings in the next year or two when the money really runs out.
Yeah, the activist class. You see the activists are everywhere, right?
Well,
they just have the loudest voice. They're just a loud minority.
Hold on, what are you about to say, Ryu?
Well, from the way I look at it, it's something that I've looked at. It's again, my mom was real pro-black, and she would have these discussions with me or talk at me about there must be like a slave gene, a nigga gene, if you will, and it's like you got the bucks and the cows. These niggas just always gotta be fucking something, and how many hoes you got? You know what I'm saying? And it's like a void. It's like, okay, productive black men are too busy building their lives, taking care of their own families, doing what they need to do to succeed in this existence, to sit around trying to hunt and try to fuck all these hoes, right? And
keep it clean up here.
excuse me. I'm so sorry. To get all these women, right? And to get all these women, and it's just, and so there's a vacuum, and so these people like Derek Jackson and all these others, and this clown comes up, and they want to fill the vacuum, and it's just this incessant need to try and have sex with these women, right? And lastly, Mr. O, I thank you for putting the thing in the chat. Yeah, that's something that I knew, right? That the origination of the word coon, and you brought this up, Hood, and a couple of other streams about Amos and Andy. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of that growing up. I was surprised. I'm like, Mommy, like, why? Me too. You know what I'm saying? And the Sapphire and all these other different characters, and those were pointed out to me. So that's why when I see there's
Stepping and fetch it.
Yeah, stepping and fetch it. Yes, sir. And that's why I see these stereotypes play out, and that's supposed to be what's black. And so the black church is a place where all of a sudden now you don't have a lot of men there. So the men that do show up, they're just thirsty poon hounds. It comes off that.
Well, I tell you that. Well, Ryu, I'll tell you this, bro. And
we're gonna wrap this up in a second, so I'm gonna start to get last arguments out of here, and we're gonna close this down because it's dinner time and I'm starving. Go ahead, Trey.
I was gonna say, like Ryu, man, even American Manhood, all of us, we're different, And my streams back in the day, the descendants of Anthony Johnson versus descendants of John Kaser. We're different. We may have the same skin color as niggas, but we're two different species of people. And one of the most important things about whichever freedom movement, SYSBN, Freedom Lifestyle, the Passport Bros, is you got young brothers who think like us need to move far, far away in order to not breed with the descendants of John Kaser. They're the descendants of Negro land. When you stick your penis in one of them, your child could end up coming out sounding like Tony Gaskins. Because they are different. I'm keeping it as PG as possible, but they are a different species of human. We may look like them, but we're not the same. Think about it. At any time in any of y'all's life, have you ever thought like a nigga?
Once upon a time, I've outgrown my genetics.
There was consequences, immediate consequences.
Not your genetics, hood. You knew you shouldn't be thinking like the people around you. You knew something was wrong. Why am I acting like these people? Why am I thinking? Why am I doing what they do?
A little bit.
I'm a nigga walker.
More comfortable being alone,
I'm the nigga walker. I could basically I got all their strengths, but none of their weaknesses.
None of their weaknesses. I love it.
Guys, listen, we gotta wrap this one up here. I gotta go find something to eat. I've been up here running my mouth and I haven't had lunch. I'm starving. So appreciate y'all coming out to the show today. This was a good one, actually. I had fun today. The last 24 hours have been kind of wild because this nigga Tony is an amazing meat watcher. Like I ain't never see a meat watcher like this in my life. God damn.
It's icky. It's icky.
Hey,
Get you some shrimp and grits, hood.
The peen police, if you will.
He's the
the glizzy spy. He's a glizzy spy. No, he's a glizzy spy for real.
Shout out to somebody in the chat. I forget now, but somebody in the chat earlier said Lord Commander of the Meats Watch. Yeah, that kind of threw me off. This morning, I was cracking up this morning. I said, I had to go put that to art real quick. Let me make a meme out of that.
Man, he's the Frankfurter hunter. He's Lord Frankfurter.
Lord Frankfurter.
Yo,
guys, hit that like button, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. We got to wrap this one up. Do all the things for me. All the things. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Talk to your grandmama, all of that stuff, but we got to wrap this one up. I will try to come back tomorrow with another one. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate all the supporters in the chat.
I need that money.
Can't do it without you guys. Take care, y'all. Peace.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't going to help anybody. It's certainly not going to help black people.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.